West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Brown Furniture and Appliance, Farmers Insurance Agent Kurt Nettles, also J&J Recovery, Don's Auto Service, Maudie's Outdoors, Long Electric, Landmark Bank, West Plains Lock and Key, West Plains Roofing, Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, Heart of the Ozarks Medical Equipment, Brad Guffey Motors, The Fisher Law Firm, Norman Orr Office Supply, by Zizzer Buggy Bath, Harvest Bank, Brackett Service Center, Ozarks Medical Center, SMP Quality Auto Glass, Outpost Motorsports, KT Roofing, State Farm Insurance Agent Justin Shelby, SRS Electric, Captain D's, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, Butler Heating and Air, and Southern Hill Shopping Center.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Good, Nate. And Travis Smith coming to you live from Lebanon, Yellow Jacket Stadium in Lebanon, Missouri. And Reed, it's hot tonight.
Yeah, we're back to summer weather again. Had a cool respite there for a few days, and here we are back to summer. The sun is right in our eyes right now, so hopefully that'll be done down below the trees before the game starts.
Game time or game temperature, 88 degrees up here in Lebanon. Huge game tonight. Lebanon comes in at 4-0, West Plains at 3-1. What you're going to see, Reed, from Lebanon is what they call the old double wing T offense. You've got two guys on it. You've got double tight ends, one on the left, one on the right, wing backs just from them. Then you've got a fullback right behind the quarterback. It's a lot like Army runs. And, you know, I don't know if you saw the game against Michigan a couple weeks ago, but what they're going to do is run it, try to take time off the board, and keep it out of West Plains' hands.
Yeah, Lebanon has run that same offense for many years, and it is very fun to watch, especially if they have a good fullback, and they've got that really fast wingback back there that obviously takes the pitch sometimes, and so you can't get sucked into the middle, worried about that big fullback. You still have to keep your eye on that little scat back that's back there, but man, we know that they're going to be physical. We know that they're large. We know what they are because that's what they've been for a very long time, and they're hard to handle. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and while they take time off the board, they've scored 164 points so far this season in 4 games, and they've only allowed 27. So not only do they have a good offense, but they've got a good defense as well. However, in fairness, Ozark Conference, they haven't been tested yet. So West Plains is going to be the biggest test of the evening.
Yeah, this is their first test of the year. This is really kind of our second test of the year. You know, we went up to Camdenton. I thought we played very, very well up at Camdenton. Had every chance to win that game. Didn't end up winning it. Recoup came back and played a good game against Kickapoo. Probably not our best game, but still was able to get some confidence back and come into this game and hopefully come out strong against Lebanon.
Well, and that was the big thing. Talking to Coach Womack after the game was over last weekend, he said the Tuesday after the Camden game was probably their worst practice of the year, but that shows you what kind of coach Perkins is. He got them refocused again, what they're supposed to do. And the thing I love so much about West Plains football this year, you never know what look they're going to give you. A defense can practice all week long expecting to see Lidgard. And then they come out and they have time to see him running the football. So Perkins mixes it up. And in his office today, I was noticing, he's got a graph on his wall, and he brings it to the games and stuff. And he even thinks about, here's what we're going to run from the left hash, here's what we're going to run from the right. And he's got the concept down. And Coach Womack basically, it's as if Coach Perkins is making the base. Womack is the one who's painting it and making it look pretty.
Yeah, and I think that the play call formations that they've come out in have really thrown opposing defense off because you can't prepare for everything. And so, all the looks that we came out against Kickapoo and Camden, Lebanon has had to spend time in practice preparing for those. And if we come out with something totally different, we'll play well.
Yeah, and you made a good point as far as preparing for it, too, because they've had a couple trick plays West Plains did in the last week. And when you're a defensive coordinator, you've got to take 5 to 10 minutes in practice just to get ready for that. But Lebanon, you talked about, they're very, very physical. They're going to run at you and run at you. They might throw the ball 2 to 3 times a game, but they lull you to sleep, and that's when they can be really dangerous.
Yeah, they lull you to sleep, 3 or 4 or 5 yards at a time. which, if you do the math, you do 3-4 yards a time, you're going to get first down, chips down the field, taking time off the clock. Back when I used to play and used to play, that's the way we used to play football. The best defense is to keep your offense on the field. That's the way we used to look at it. Those things have changed now, but 11 still runs under that format.
Same premise and stuff, keep running in action and stuff. Coach Perkins talked about, you made a great point last week about how many young guys are getting to play. It's the young guys, and we're going to talk with Coach Perkins at halftime about that are making such a big impact with the scout team. And when West Plains now has the depth that they need, 85 kids on the roster, and when you can have quality kids to practice against, it makes your game that much better on Friday night.
And the football culture between, the seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshman level, that football culture that they have there, those freshmen and sophomores, they show up ready to play on that practice. They know that they're shooting for a spot, because if they're good enough to beat out a senior, they're going to get shot.
And that's the one thing you want. You look at programs like Webb City, the Canningtons, the Jeff City Jays. There's always somebody waiting in the wings. And in the old days when we had those rough years and had some offers, you only had 4 or 5 people who were really varsity players, and they didn't have to worry about being replaced. These guys are having to work week in and week out just to keep their jobs, because there's somebody behind them who's hungry, who wants to play too.
Yeah, and I think they're just hungry, and I think they really, really like to play. They have a lot of fun out there. Even the Camden game, that was a blood and guts game, they had a lot of fun. Last week,
yes,
had a lot of fun at times, even though they made a lot of mistakes, but I'm sure that got corrected this week in practice.
Well, and Coach Perkins is not the kind of coach who gets mad, raises his voice and stuff. He's kind of like the guy, remember when you got in trouble as a kid and you almost wished your parents were mad at you? And it's like when they gave you the cold shoulder, that was the worst punishment there was.
Yeah, Perkins is a real smart guy. He does a great job with this offense, so I'm excited to see what he does tonight.
Now, the 4 games that Lebanon has played up to now, they started the season with a big victory over Kickapoo, won 28-7. Then they had Central, won 61-0. Waynesville, they blanked them 35-0. However, last week, Glendale put the most points up them that anyone has this year, and that was 20. But Lebanon put 40 on the board. Like I said, 164 points is a lot of points. West Plains has scored 172, but we've given up a lot of points. But granted, half of those points were to the number 2 team in the state, the Campton Lakers.
Yeah, absolutely. I have no complaints about the way we played. And you really can't. You can make comparisons from week to week, but it all comes down to the matchup. And so, do we match up well against this Lebanon Yellow Jacket team? That's what we don't know. So on paper, it could look, we're a little bit better than them, we're ranked higher than them, and blah, 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 blah. Well, you never know until the kickoff starts and the first 2 or 3 series are out there, and you think, we either, yes, we got this, or, oh, no, we're in trouble.
It's going to be a tough night. Yeah. And the Ozark Conference, there is no such thing as a team that doesn't have really good athletes. You look down on the sideline here, Lebanon's got some big guys. You walk walking in the press booth, there's a picture of Justin Brett, who played in the Super Bowl for the Seattle Seahawks. They have some quality athletes up here.
They've always had good guys up here. Short story, my very first varsity game was at Lebanon. It was Coach Simpson's very first game in West Plains, by the way. Came up here, the very first varsity game that I was involved in, his very first game in West Plains, and we came out with a victory. But I just remember those dudes were big back then, too. They were way bigger than we were, and we got extremely lucky back there.
Well, Coach Simpkins, a good way to start out and stuff. Now, but this is the Coach Perkins area, and we've got about 3 minutes to go before game time, so we're going to take a 2-minute break here from our sponsors. We'll be back on KDY 102.5.
This ad is sponsored by attorney Chris Fisher. Chris has practiced law in the local area for over 20 years, assisting clients with real estate, business, and estate planning issues. Chris' new office is located on the 2nd floor of the Ozark Small Business Incubator in the heart of downtown West Plains. Give Chris a call at 417-256-7142. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Hi, it's Shelley from West Plains Roofing. At West Plains Roofing, we specialize in flat and metal roofing systems for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Whether it's new construction or maintenance, we've got you covered. Don't wait until it's too late. Call West Plains Roofing today at 256-6750. That's 256-6750. We're located in the Harlan Ridge Shopping Center on Preacher Row Boulevard, serving our customers since 1968.
There's a flag on the play.
Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozark's Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the new Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletes for safe play through its season and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you don't have to visit OMC Orthopedics, but if you do, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
You don't have to make the trip to the big city to do your shopping. Just think for a minute. Southern Hills Shopping Center in West Plains has all the choices you need. They have everything you need. Clothing, home decor, jewelry, outdoor gear, flooring. How about sending those care packages, pet supplies, getting ready for a party, and even getting pampered? After all that shopping, have lunch or dinner. Save money, save time, and shop local at Southern Hills Shopping Center, West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Lee Grigsby and Travis Smith back here from Lebanon, Missouri, as the Zizzers at 3-1 get to take on the Yellow Jackets at 4-0. Lee won the toss. We're going to get it to start the game.
Yeah, this is where you want to come out and make a statement. You want to make sure that you come out and put the foot on the throttle from the very get-go and see what their defense is going to look like, see what they're going to come out in their defensive look, and see what we're going to have to do to adjust offensively to make up for it.
Talked about the time in practice, having to prepare for certain things. Coach Chastain, one of the things they've got to work on special teams, don't kick off to number 7 or number 5, Livgard, right? There's a good chance he's going to return and stuff. And that's the thing about Livgard. From the time he was a freshman, his first touchdown at Camdenton to 50 to 60 touchdowns later, he's one of those guys that can make things happen at any time.
Yeah, he's such an electrifying player and has been for many years. It seems like he's been here for like 10 years now. So fun to watch, and yeah, they're going to kick away from him. It wouldn't, it might even be wise for West Plains to pitch it back to him.
Most definitely got Marchop back there. He's got the hands. Senior's back there as well. Leather night, they're dressed in all black. They have a beautiful gold helmet, almost like a Notre Dame type helmet. Got the yellow jacket on the side. West Plains dressed in the black pants and the white jerseys and the black helmets. Referee gets ready to go. Kicker awaits the sign. Here's the kick. It is a nice, just slow kick down at the 30. Parker taps it there. They hit there. He's down at the 28-yard line. Zizzers will take over 1st and 10.
That Zizzer 1st and 10 is brought to you by Monty's Outdoors at the Southern Hills Shopping Center, your outdoor store for fishing, hunting, and so much more.
One thing, what they're doing on a squib kick, Reed says, good idea, don't kick to those guys who can go deep. They kick the ball high in the air. When you have that situation, best thing to do is just call the fair catch. Get underneath it. West Plains comes out. They have one wide receiver. That's Marchuk to the very wide side of the field. Got Lidgard in the backfield. Where is the H-back? They're going to get the Lidgard. He's at the 30. Gets 3 more yards, 5 more yards. Nice push by the offensive line. Call it 2nd and 5 for the Zizzers.
Great push that time by the offensive line. Looks like Brady Robbins is in there maybe on offense again. He did some good things last week against Pittsburgh.
Aiden Holt, talking about him a little bit, sophomore in there, making some good blocks. Now Zizzers comes out, trips formation to the right and the wide side of the field. Lair lined up in that H-back. Connor wants to throw it. It's Lair right away. It goes down to the 40, and that's going to be the second first down for the Zizzers.
Zizzer 1st and 10 is brought to you by West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology, commercial, residential, or auto, they can help.
Connor Lair brings down the first catch of the evening. Nice quick pass. West Plains, we talked about them having a very young offensive line. So Connor Rackley, the quarterback, does not take a lot of time getting rid of the ball. Now, 2 receivers off to the right, 3 to the left. Send a man in motion, that's Marchuk. They're going to give to him on the sweep. He's at the 40, tries to break outside to the 45-yard line. And Reed, that's all. West Plains getting 4 to 5 yards on each carry.
Yeah, we're actually doing to Lebanon what they typically do to other people. And I guess he was blocking out front with Lidgard and Lair that time. Very unselfish players, and was able to spring Marchok for some nice yardage.
Very nice block by number 33, Jonathan Bibb. Bibb doesn't flip the ball quite a bit, but he's the guy who's going to be downfield making the blocks. Guys look at their wristbands. They wait for the call. Trips formation to the short side of the field. Rackley's going to stand on 40. Now they send a man in motion. That's Lidgard. Lidgard comes back the other way. They fake to him, and Lebanon is in the backfield right away. That's a replay read, and what they're doing is watching that defensive end, but that time Radcliffe kept it. He sat behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job by the Lebanon Yellow Jackets defensive line that time. They got a good push right off the ball. Looks like there was a linebacker split. Possibly it was a good time to call that because he blitzed right up the hole.
Then next time, what they do when they say read, that means you read one of the defensive players and either keep it or hand off. Now, West Plains in the 3rd and 9 situation. Quads, 4 receivers off to the right side. Rackley rolls to his right, wants a throw. He's got plenty of time. Now he's got a little pressure, puts the ball downfield. It sits up in the air, intercepted by the Jackets. They bring the ball down to the 48-yard line. It's turned over, and the Jackets will have it in West Plains territory at the 48.
That first and 10 is brought to you by J&J Recovery for reliable towing and roadside assistance 24/7. Put this number in your phone, 417-256-7628.
Thank you, Jonesy, for sponsoring the Zizzers for so many years now. That was a good job that time by the defensive end, because what he did was he tapped that ball up in the air and allowed it to come the interception. Now Lebanon comes out, double wings, but instead of having 2 tight ends, they've got 2 receivers off to the right. Quarterback under center. He wants to throw right away. Caught at the 50. They're looking for a double pass down the field. It is wide open, and he overthrows, and thank goodness.
Yeah, and I believe that was a forward pass. The very first pass was anyway, so there's a good chance that would have been called back, but it's a very good job by Lebanon to take a shot at West Plains that time. He was wide open.
West Plains, all week long, has been told all these guys are going to do is run, and so good job by Coach Chastain. Will Chastain, the head coach at Lebanon, comes out. Tries to go for the jugular on the first play. Now, Lebanon, that double wing. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. No tight ends. And they send a man in motion, try to get West Plains to jump off sides. The wing back goes back to his original position right off the tackle. Now they're going to give to the big fullback off to the right side. He's at the 45-yard line, gets maybe 3 yards. 3rd down and 7 for the Jackets.
It's like Steely filled the hole pretty good that time, and, our linebackers have been impressive all year. They fly around and hit people.
They send what Lebanon did that last time, send a man in motion, which means he's going before the snap. They're trying to read if West Plains is in a zone or man-to-man. Now, Yellow Jackets come out, 3 wide receivers to the right, something we haven't seen yet this year. Jackets await the play, get the play from the sideline. Big fullback right behind the quarterback. Send the wingman in motion. They give to the fullback, no, fake it. And it's an option play. He pitches out to the left, running back getting down to the 40, 38-yard line. He's going to be about 1 yard short. It's going to be 4th down and 1 now for the Jackets, and they're going to go for it, Reed.
Yeah, this side of the field, they almost have to go for it. And good pursuit that time by the West Plains Zizzers. They got the pitch guy down and made sure that he didn't get down the sideline and go for 6 that time.
What you're doing with your defensive ends on that option play is you're telling those guys, hit the quarterback. Now they come out in the double tight formation. Big fullback. He wants the football. Sends a man in motion to the wingback. No one goes with him, so now he goes back to where he was. Quarterback gets under center. He'll either keep it or give it to the big man, the fullback, and there's the fullback, and he gets 1 yard, 5 yards, 10 yards, 11 yards, all the way down to the 25. 1st down for the Jackets.
That first stand is brought to you by Outpost Motorsports, the #1 Heisman side-by-side dealer in the United States. Stop by and let them show you why.
Reminds me of the old days when we used to play the Salem Tigers, and you've got 8 to 9 people in the box, which is great. But once the running back gets past that box, there's a lot of yardage to have there. Jackets knocking on the door. They're at the Zizzer 25-yard line. Wide receiver lined up to the right. They give to the fullback right up the middle. Why not? Keep testing. This time he gets about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for the Jackets. Dude, that's something we haven't seen a lot of. Our defensive line usually does a great job filling those holes. And the Lebanon Yellow Jackets are being dominant offensive line.
Yeah, and so, so far this year we haven't come up against a team that runs a really quick running back, a really quick handoff to a fullback right off the gut.
And we're seeing it tonight.
Yeah.
Jackets with 1 wide receiver split to the right. You've got the 2 wingbacks. Now the wingback goes in motion. They give to the fullback once again, and this time we do a good job stopping him, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Lots of white jerseys around the ball that time, and Lebanon just had a bad read. Looked like the pitch man might have been a little bit wide open that time, so West Plains better watch out for that pitch guy.
Yeah, what you want to do is you've got those linebackers filling inside, going after the fullback. Defensive end is responsible for the quarterback. And then you've got your strong safety or outside linebacker responsible for the pitch man. 3rd and 4, Jackets have the ball at the 19-yard line. Now, they're going to do a quick pitch off to the right. Man's at the 20, 15, 10. That's enough for first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Jackets.
The 1st and 10 is brought to you by Hardy Ozarks Medical Equipment, where you can find all you need to stay at home from the folks at home.
Reed, you talked about that. You said the Jackets want to come out and they want to establish the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they're doing on this first series.
Absolutely. I mean, they're coming out, they're being physical, and we just got to figure out how to handle them.
Ball's at the 8-yard line of the Zizzers. Double tight formation. One receiver split off about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. They try to get West Plains to jump, and I think they're going to get illegal motion. That's it. Illegal procedure called against the Zizzers. And Reed, when you get the 7-yard line, that's only half the distance to goal, so now they're all the way down to the 5.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, that's the first thing they teach us. If you line up, watch the ball. Do not move until the ball moves. But in the heat of the battle, it's really hard to do. It's easy to say from up here.
It is, but Lebanon, you've got it. You're not 2 yards away from the football. Watch the football. Double tight formation, fullback right behind the Jackets. They're going to give to the fullback up the middle. He's over and across, and they're going to call that a touchdown for the Jackets. With 5:54 left to go in the first quarter, Jackets score first. Good run that time, Reed. I mean, he just gave it the next time. Most of the time, the fullback was going in between the center and the guard. This time he went between the guard and tackle, and he was open.
Yeah, that was a good drive. It started with a nasty interception about the 50, and they were able to take it 50 yards with very little problem.
Jackets want to do the extra point. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. Jackets on top, 7-0. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Providing commercial and residential electrical connection, Long Electric in West Plains specializes in repairs as basic as receptacle replacement and ceiling fan installation to advanced installations such as kitchen lighting, panel upgrades, whole home surge protection, and planning stages of construction. Long Electric's customer commitment is call-ahead scheduling, upfront pricing, and 24/7 emergency demands. Long Electric, bringing the power to you at 293-6884. When things go wrong, call Long and look for the man in the white and blue van.
Hungry? Well, if you got a craving for fish, choose Captain D's Seafood in West Plains. Captain D's has all the menu choices your family will love. Dine in or drive-through carryout. For lunch or dinner, Captain D's is a winner. And don't forget, every Thursday, kids eat for only 99 cents. That's kids eat for only 99 cents. Thursday at Captain D's Seafood Kitchen, located in the Southern Hills Shopping Center on Preacher Row in West Plains.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Lee Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Lebanon lines up for a squib kick. Goes right in between Parker and Lair. Lair does the wise job and fall on. Reed, that's something we've got to adjust to, because when that ball goes in the air, you just got to call fair catch.
It's a very good kick, by the way, right in a perfect spot. It looked like there was a little confusion between Parker and Lair that time.
You always want that the ball is over your head. Let the guy behind you go after it. West Plains on their very first series was doing a good job moving down the field. However, through the interception, got the turnover. Lebanon on top, 7-0. Now, Brackley waits the snap. There it is. He gives the ball to Lidgard up the left side. Lidgard gets all the way down to the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 2 now for the Zizzers.
Good push that time by the offensive line, and Lidgard was able to slide in there and get nice yardage and take a couple people tracking with him.
Got 2 receivers off to the right side. 1 to the left. Run the same play again. That's what Perkins will do until they stop it. And this time, Lebanon does stop it as he's tackled 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 for the Zizzers.
And that's rather unfortunate. And that's one of those things that they'll look at and say, you guys need to stay with your blocks just about 2 seconds longer.
Just 1 second. Just stay with the blocks. Do not allow penetration by the defensive line to get in the backfield. Lebanon, they're excited about their football field. They are on their feet here. Zizzers need to keep this drive alive. They've got Marchok lined up as a wide receiver. Now they send Lidgard in motion. Lidgard gets right beside Rackley. They fake to Lidgard. Rackley keeps it with a big hole up the middle. He might be gone. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10. Go! Rackley goes! Touchdown, West Plains. And that's the way you answer right back.
And that was a read option play that we tried to run earlier. They had a blitz going on at that time. This time it was wide open. There was nothing but green space down the middle of the field for Rackley. Good play.
And you think about it, Rackley, the last time they ran that play, he gets sacked in the backfield. That is maturity. That is believing in your coaches. That's believing in your offensive linemen. Good job by Rackley. Now, set to kick. There's our man. He's back. Number 16, Owen Fisher. Set to hold is 88, Jacob Ackerson. And 54, Stowers is the long snapper. West Plains wants to make this extra point and tie the game. 3 seconds on the game clock. There's the snap. There's the kick. It is up, and it is good. West Plains tied at 7 with 4:35 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
It's that time of year again as school has begun and the athletic teams have begun their competitive season. We at Brad Guffey Motor want to wish all those returning to the classroom a very successful year and have a great fall athletic campaign. Brad Guffey Motor has been in West Plains since 1977, and we want to be your hometown dealer, not only for the purchase of a new or used vehicle, but for the service and maintenance of your driving fleet. Be sure to give us a chance to earn your business. So stop by the store in Porter Wagner and remember to stay local and come see us at Brad Guffey Motor today.
Hey, Mom, what's a Zizzer?
Well, a Zizzer is someone who is the best at whatever they do, like Butler Heating and Air.
Why are they Zizzers?
Because they are the best at keeping us warm in the winter and cool in the summer with Train high-efficiency systems. And, of course, their outstanding customer service.
I'm a Zizzer at cleaning my room.
Not quite.
Call the best. Call Butler Heating and Air today at 256-7984.
It's hard to stop a train.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Lee Grigsby and Travis Smith back here live at Zizzer Stadium. Zizzers and Jackets tied at 7 apiece. Here's the kick. Nice high kick, goes down to the 25. Fielded there by the Jackets. He's across at the 30. Finds a hole at the 35. Gets all the way up to the 40-yard line where Jackets take over 1st and 10.
That 1st and 10 is brought to you by Brackett Service Center, general maintenance, major repairs for your vehicle, and they work on diesels as well.
And that's a great place to take the truck. Go see the fine folks at Brackett. You were talking during the break. Rackley, where'd he get those wheels?
Man, he had another gear that I didn't know he had, but he looked very good on that running play.
You know, he's on the track team and does some long jumping, but he was very quick. Good run by Connor Rackley. Now, Jackets come back out, and they've actually, instead of having 2 tight ends, they have a receiver to the left and to the right. They want to give to the fullback up the middle. He has nowhere to go. That's the way you fill that hole. There were 6 white jerseys making the tackle.
Yeah, it looked like we got a good push initially from the defensive line. The linebackers came up and filled perfectly. That's the way you play that. And, 1 yard doesn't hurt you, man. 24, Garrett Drown, and they're playing a little defensive end tonight. 1 wide receiver to the left, 1 to the right. 2 wing backs for the Jackets. Quarterback gets under center. Sends a man in motion. Now they're going to run the option off to the right. Good job by they get the quarterback, the pitch man. However, the pitch man gets down the field, gets past the 50-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Jackets. That 1st and 10 is brought to you by State Farm agent Justin Shelby in both Houston and West Plains for all your insurance needs in one location.
Titus Seeley did exactly what you're supposed to do, and as soon as that quarterback came out, he smashed him. Now we've got to get our quarterback to come up and make a stop on that running back, the pitch man. When you see the man in motion, it's coming your way. Ball past midfield at the 48. Lebanon, double tight formation now. 2 wingbacks, that big fullback right behind the Jackets. They're going to hand off to him on the left side. He breaks 1 tackle. He's out of another tackle. Gets all the way down to the 36-yard line. That's another Jacket 1st down.
That 1st and 10 is brought to you by Long Electric. All you need to remember is when things go wrong, call Long. Remember 417-293-6884.
Yellow Jackets, big kid. Wright is his name. He's a 5'8", 255-pound fullback, and he's got some wheels when he gets out there in the open. Now, 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Double wing formation. Fullback lines up the old 4-point stance. They give to him. No, the quarterback keeps it up the middle, and that is the way you fill the hole, and the ball comes out. However, play was already blown dead. You got to stop it at the middle, Reed. West Plains doing an excellent job making sure the big man doesn't get out.
Yeah, it looks like this Lebanon offensive line is very good. I mean, they're blocking it right, and just good play by the defensive line and the linebackers for West Plains.
And they have some very big kids on the last scrimmage. Tristan Wilson, one of the big guys. He's 6'4", 285 pounds. Being held, though, by Brady Robbins right now. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Now they send the wing back in motion to the left, quick pitch to him. He's at the 40, tries to get outside, gets out to about the 38, down to the 36-yard line. Good job that time. That is the way you control the pitch, and it's going to be very long for the Yellow Jackets, 4th and 11.
Yeah, 4th and 11 at this spot in the field, and, they might have a little quick kick here. You never know.
No, excuse me, it's 3rd and 11.
Oh, 3rd and 11 is not going to quick kick it.
They're going to keep trying to go. I thought that. I was like, that doesn't seem like 4th down yet. Trust your gut, Travis. Don't look at the sideline. One receiver to the right. Tight end to the left. Now they send a man in motion to the left. They give to the big fullback. No, they pitch. An excellent job that the Zizzers come up to the short side of the field. Now we can say it. 4th down and 11. They're sending a new team in, and we'll see if they're going to punt or try for a very, very long field goal.
That would be an extremely long field goal for a high school level, but you never know. We played some teams that could probably make that field goal.
Well, that's a big thing about our offense, too. And my apologies to the Cressman family last week because I found out both those boys kicked the field goal. However, Lebanon will punt. The man will be lined up at the 48-yard line. And he's going to fake it. He's running off to the 45. Go get him, guys. 24 runs him down. Comes up to... Gets tackled at the 30. And that is not going to be long enough. And West Plains takes over 1st and 10.
First and 10 is brought to you by Southern Hills Shopping Center, where you will find something for everyone, every time, every day.
I'll tell you, the guy who made that play that time, 24, Garrett Drown, just a sophomore, came up and made a good stop. And, it's really a good play to run because basically if you kick it and it goes in the end zone, you're at the 20. Now West Plains is at the 30, 10-yard differential. May as well go for it and give it a try. Score tied at 7, 1:19 left to go here in the first quarter. West Plains scored on its very last drive. They come out 2 receivers stacked on top of each other over to the left. Now, here comes Lidgard right beside Rackley. They give to Lidgard. Now they take it. Rackley wants to throw, but there is pressure all over the place. Flag is down. Unfortunately, I think we're going to see a hold against West Plains. However, the referee says, no, you need to put your glasses on. It's going to be against the Jackets.
Yeah, it looked like there was just kind of a glancing grab of Rackley's face mask, but you can't do that in football, and we know that. And ever since the invention of face mask, I think that's been a rule.
They're only going to give them 5 yards on the penalty, but we'll take it. It's a sack any day. 1:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Score is tied at 7 apiece. Marchuk lined out here to the left. Rackley in the backfield. Where is the H-back? They're going to give to Lidgard. Lidgard patiently waits, tries to go off the right side, gets to the 35-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 5. That was Zizzers now.
Yeah, Lebanon has had some great run defense so far, and there wasn't a whole lot there for Lidgard.
Well, it had a lot of sunshine. We talked about the temperature earlier. Now the sun's going down. Beautiful sunset in the background here at Lebanon, Missouri. Make it more beautiful with some more points. 2 receivers to the right side of the field. Lidgard gets right beside Rackley on his left. Now they're going to fake to him. Great throw and play. However, thrown behind 33. That's Jonathan Bibb. Incomplete pass. I like the play call. Actually just needs to put it a little bit in front of Bibb.
Yeah, a little more touch on that ball, and that could have gone for a first down for sure, but that play has been there, and the play we tried to run 2 plays ago, we've seen it again.
3rd down and 5, 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Try to do the last of the quarter. Lebanon fans, get on their feet. Bibb goes into the tight end position now on the left side. Brackley awaits the snap. They give to Lidgard. Lidgard at the 35 up to the 41-yard line, and the spot is going to be good enough for a Zizzer first down.
That Zizzer first down is brought to you by Farmer Insurance Agent Kurt Nettles. Stop by his office in the Imperial Center and see what he can do for you.
Saw Kurt this morning. He said, "Go Zizzers." Thank you to all our Zizzer sponsors. That is the way to start, Reed, is you come out and you get the first down. West Plains, clock is ticking down. We'll see if they run one more play before the quarter's over. Mentioned the Jackets scored on their very first drive. West Plains scored on its last drive, scored, tied at 7. Brackley will try to run a play. He rolls out to his right. They're setting up the screen. However, as big pressure put up, incomplete pass. That'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy... Covered it. September 30th, 2013. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey everyone, this is Kirk Nettles. Visit me at 1509 Imperial Center near the Landmark Bank on Porter Wagner.
You're written by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Whether you drive the very smallest of cars or a big rig, there's one name you need to remember: Bracket Service Center. They can fix them all. From general maintenance to biggest of jobs, Bracket Service Center in West Plains can get the job done. If you break down, Bracket offers 24-hour roadside assistance. For your personal car to your whole company fleet, see Bracket Service Center, 1630 Freedom Drive in West Plains, online at bracketroadservice.com or call 256-2663.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back from Lebanon. Now they're going to give the ball to Seeley. Seeley's at the 40, gets outside the 35 to 50, getting down the field all the way to the 35-yard line. However, there's mustard on the field. Think we're going to get a holding penalty called against the Zizzers, and by the reaction of the Lebanon Yellow Jacket fans, this play's coming back.
It's coming back, and what's unfortunate about that is the penalty happened about 20 yards away from the play. And you hate to see those penalties, and that's just a young kid not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Well, and as a referee, too, sometimes you're like a judge. It's
right.
Good to make a call, and like you said, if it doesn't have any involvement with the play, let it go. However, they're not going to let it go, so now instead of being at the Lebanon 35-yard line, it's all the way back to the West Plains 35-yard line. So it will be second down and approximately 15 for the Zizzers. Marchok lines up to the wide side of the field. Midgard is out to the left. They've got Seeley in the backfield. They're going to give to Seeley on the same play. They said last time you did it well, do it again. Seeley gets about 7 yards, so he's going to be about 9 yards short of the first down, 3rd and 9 for the Zizzers.
Good run that time by Seeley, got up to the original line of scrimmage. He's a fun kid to watch play football. He plays with Reckless Abandon, which is awesome.
Yes, he does. And Brady Robbins is in there playing the guard position now for the Zizzers. That kid can play anywhere on the football field. He loves this football. 3 receivers off to the wide side of the field. We've got my buddy Colt Hickson off to the short side. They're going to give to Laird right up the middle. Laird bumbles and stumbles, gets across the 45 to the 47. However, going to be about 3 yards short. 4th and short for the Zizzers, and Reed, I bet they try to get the Jackets to jump off sides here.
I'd say you're probably right, Travis. If that doesn't work, we're probably going to look at a little quick kick.
Here we go. What he's talking about is the quarterback, both the quarterback and Lidgard can kick the ball if they need to. They try to get the Jackets to jump off sides. Get Lebanon jump off sides and do an automatic first down. They don't do it, so Rackley's going to line up just a little further back. Oh, and they are going to give a handoff right to Lidgard up the middle. He gets past the 50, and that's a first down for the Zizzers. What a gutsy call by Coach Perkins. I love it.
And that's Zizzer First and 10 is brought to you by West Plains Bank, where every customer leaves a friend, with 6 convenient area locations to better serve you.
My goodness gracious, what a gutsy call, your side of the field. And like you said, Reed, they have to respect the fact that Rackley can punt the football. Now they've got 3 receivers lined up to the short side of the field. Marchok, the man, out here on the right. Ackerson also comes out from his tight end position. Rackley wants to throw. Lair scoots across the middle of the field. Rackley gets the snap, has a little pressure, now waits, throws the ball down the field, had Marchuk open. Excuse me, that was Colt Hickson he was looking for, but that was one of those plays where it was in between the receivers, and I think both receivers thought the ball was intended for the other guy.
Yeah, and that's kind of a dangerous spot, and that's why you want your receivers spread out, and they were spread out, but the ball just kind of landed right in between them, and neither one had a chance at it.
Rackley is so good, Reed, at not trying to force a play. Remember when he was younger, he tried to get that ball in there. Now he just waits patiently. Marchuk comes out here all alone to the right. Hickson to the left. Quick snap. They give to Lidgard. Lidgard gets it to 50, gets it out the 45-yard line. That's made 2 yards on the carry. 3rd down and 8 now for the Zizzers.
Yeah, they're definitely keen on Lidgard, and I don't blame them. They probably have a spy on him, just like Camerton did when we played them, and that's not a bad move on their part because he can hurt you.
You take your middle linebacker and you just say, wherever 5 goes, you go there as well. The other 10 guys, you're on your own. Make sure your guy doesn't get down the field. 3rd down and 9 for the Zizzers. They've got the ball at Lebanon side of the field. They give the Lidgard the jet sweep, the 50, 45, all the way down to the 35-yard line. That's another Zizzer first down.
That Zizzer first down is brought to you by Captain D's. He was Zach and the crew at Captain D's Seafood Kitchen in the Southern Hills Shopping Center.
The way that Lidgard just gets that ball and gets outside, he is such a fun runner to watch. 2 receivers lined up to the right. To the left, Colt Hickson. Now the 1 receiver. They're going to fake this time, and Rackley keeps it. He's at the 35, the 33. Gets approximately 2 yards on the carry. Going to be 8 yards now to the first down.
Yeah, trying to keep that defensive line honest, trying to keep the linebackers for Lebanon honest. Sometimes you have to run those plays to make sure that they're not cheating to the outside. That way maybe you can suck them in the inside.
Such a great point. Sometimes in football you run one play to set up another one. Lidgard now comes out of the game to catch a breather. They put Seeley back in there. Lair is that H-back, which means he's lined up normally right behind the tight end. Number 88 on the right side, that's Jacob Ackerson. Now he's got Seeley lined up right beside him. Here's the snap. They take to Seeley. Rackley wants to throw, looks down the field, has a man open. That's Lair. Lair catches the 32, fumbles across to the 30. Good, quick play. I like the call.
Yeah, it looked like that was the check down man. Rackley was so patient that time, looked at 2 or 3 different receivers, saw Rackley was his check down man, got it to him, and got good positive yardage, makes it 3rd and short.
Quarterback wants to have 2 to 3 reads on each play. He wanted to throw down the field, wasn't there, so throw out and get the 5-yard carry. 5-yard completion. Ball at the 30. Titus Seeley still in there as the running back. Colt Hickson lined up to the left. Marchuk to the right. Now, they give to Seeley out to the left side. Seeley cuts back in. Nice cut by Seeley. 30, 25, cross the 20, all the way down to the 15. That is another 1st and 10 for the Zizzer.
And that 1st and 10 is brought to you by the Fisher Law Firm. They're located in the Osby Building in beautiful downtown West Plains. If you haven't been to the Osby Building, you should have to check it out sometime.
We had a couple of OMC meetings over there. I was very impressed. Very beautiful building. Now, back in the game, number 5, Lidgard. Rackley puts his hands up, says, Coach, what's the play? Coach says, look at your wristband and look at play number 7. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and that's Marchuk. Now Marchuk goes in motion. The Rackley is going to run up the middle, wide open hole, gets all the way down to the 10-yard line, 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2 for the Zizzers.
Good run that time by Rackley, showing some toughness, sticking his nose right up in there with the big guys. Good blocking that time by the offensive line.
Well, and I'm impressed, too, by how they get that backfield, get the empty backfield, give Rackley the read. And what they're doing is they're sending all their linebackers outside. Rackley's just running up the middle. Lidgard lined up right beside Rackley. He goes off to the left. There's not a hole in the middle. Bounces out. Gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Zizzers.
Now, the Zizzer 1st and goal is brought to you by Ozark Medical Center. Dr. Edwin Roeder as the new team physician, OMC, and the orthopedics people.
Double tight formation for the Zizzers right now. Lidgard lined up. He wants to get the play up the middle. Nothing up the middle, so he goes to left. Good job by the Jackets as he gets down to the 1-yard line, but they keep him out of the end zone.
Looked like there could have been a little stumble right there. They threw the timing off a little bit on that play, but still Lidgard was able to get positive yardage and get us just a little bit closer to the goal line.
And I love what West Plains is doing. They're just getting the line of scrimmage. They're getting lined up and ready to go. Rackley awaits the snap. gives this time to Lidgard up the left side. Lidgard is up and over for a touchdown. West Plains goes on top, 13-7.
Great play. Lidgard capped it off. You know, that was if you think of that drive and where we started, there were several people that contributed to get down to that touchdown. And that's always good to have. We had at least 5 different people that contributed on that drive.
A lot of people touching the football. That's what you want to see.
I've got the stutters on.
No, you're good. You're good. Now, Keller in the kick. If it's right foot, it's Keller. If it's left, it's Fisher. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. He runs up the ball and kicks it. It is good. West Plains on top, 14-7. 6:21 left to go in the first half. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
You may not need an electrician every day, but when you do, choose SRS Electric in West Plains. Sean and his crew at SRS Electric will get the job done. They're dependable, reliable, and honest. Whether you need a new house wired, you need new light fixtures installed, or just simple repairs, remember SRS Electric. Find out why people recommend SRS Electric in West Plains. Find them on Facebook or call 274-0787.
The year 1986, the first district championship for the Zizzers. Kevin Tyler kicked the field goal to give the Zizzers a 3-0 win. Ah, the memories. Now Kevin Tyler is protecting the memories you make in your home with KT Roofing. KT Roofing specializes in all roof types, metal roofs, shingles, flat roofs, and now doing 6-inch gutters. KT Roofing has the area's largest labor warranty, so call Kevin today, 417-256-3016. For all your roofing needs, call KT.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby, Travis Smith, and Jim Lambert come to you live from Lebanon, Missouri. Zizzers on top, 14-7. 13-7. Nice kick by Keller. Just goes out the back of the end zone, and those are the kind of kicks you want, Reed, because there's no return.
There's absolutely no return. There's no chance for anybody to do anything razzle-dazzle with that ball, and they're going to have to start at the 20 and go from there.
See on TV, beautiful sunset in the background. Finally went down. It was getting hot. It was 88 degrees during the game time. Dropped down to about 78 now.
About 188 up here.
It is, my goodness. Lebanon comes out in that double tight formation. 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs, big fullback right behind the quarterback. They give to him up the left side. Good job by the Zizzers filling those gaps. He gets about 1 yard on the carry, second down and 9 for the Jackets.
Great job by the Zizzers that time. And folks, if you're not watching on TV, you're just listening on the radio, you understand how big this kid is. And not very tall, 5'8", 255 pounds. I mean, that is a guy built like a fire plug, and he is hard to bring down.
He's got those big Earl Campbell-type legs.
Earl Campbell legs.
Just run right over you, 34-inch thigh. Double tight formation for the Jackets. Now they send the wing back in motion. They fake to the fullback. Pitch. Ball on the ground. Fall on it. See whose ball it is. Lebanon does not look happy, and that's a good thing. It's a turned over to the Zizzers, and they're going to give it up the Jacket 15-yard line.
The First and 10 is brought to you by West Plains Roofing. They've been keeping business and families covered since 1968. And for all your roofing needs, give West Plains Roofing a call.
Boy, that is one thing. We talked on the last series about the defensive end, Seeley, just knocking that quarterback silly. That quarterback on that last play wanted to get rid of it. He didn't want any part of Seeley. The pitch man wasn't even close. Good job. He was everybody silly. Yes, he does. Good point. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Jackets, I like this crowd. They're on their feet. Now they give the ball. They're up the middle. Lair fumbles and stumbles. 10-5 runs into the end zone. What a run.
Unbelievable.
What a run by Lair. Zizzers go on top 20-7. That is the way to run the football.
Speaking of Earl Campbell, he ran over like 3 dudes.
Yes, he did. If you have not seen Lair, number 40, Connor Lair, you need to come out and witness this kid. You've got Lidgard, who's the speedster, and you got Lair, who can just run over you. Don't forget, too, I guarantee we'll probably get the ball to Marchuk some tonight as well. Rackley with the touchdown. 3 different Zizzers have scored thus far tonight. There's Stowers with the snap. Axon puts it down. The kick is up, and it is good. Zizzers on top, 21-7. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
West Plains Lock and Key. Where tradition meets technology, they have expanded their services once again to better serve you. They have invested in technology and now can produce and program keys for even more hard-to-key vehicles like some BMWs, Toyota, Mini Cooper, and more. And they can retrieve the keypad information for Ford vehicles. So if you are having trouble getting keys made for your vehicle, call West Plains Lock and Key 256-8862. Where tradition meets technology. That's West Plains Lock and Key.
Well, we definitely had a spring this year in the Ozarks. All the rain. The farmers are happy with all the grass, but my driveway is a complete and total mess. Or it was until Stuart Morrison Ready Mix came by, brought me gravel to fix my driveway up. They also hooked me up with pea gravel for all my landscaping. So now my driveway looks great and my yard looks great. You get concrete results every time with Stuart Morrison Ready Mix in West Plains. Call them 256-8171.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Keller gets set to kick off. Ball goes in the back of the end zone. Kicked at the 1-yard line. Lebanon will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
That 1st and 10 is brought to you by the Zizzer Buggy Bath on Porter Wagner. They will do your laundry, everything except put it away, saving you precious time. Go to see the good folks at Zizzer Laundry Buggy Bath today. They've got those big old washers too. You know, I mean, you've got fun to wash. Yeah, well, I'm at the cold season's coming up. Go in there and get your comforters washed. Lebanon now down by 2 scores. They came out and scored on their very first series. Zizzer defense thus far has held them in check. 2 receivers to the left. They want to throw the ball. Quick pitch. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a great play that time by number 36, Jason Lopez, as he's playing that quarterback position. He reads it immediately. They get maybe 2 yards. Good defense by Lopez. So we talked about Lopez a little bit last week, and we haven't called his name, but he's been contributing quite a bit the last couple of weeks. He looks pretty darn good out there.
Well, Coach Perkins will say he's one of the hardest-working kids on the field. Now, Lebanon comes out in their regular formation. Instead of too tight, they've got 2 receivers, but they're very close in. They're going to run the quick pitch. Guy gets at the 15. He's got a little bit of space. Only man that can get him is Marchuk, and he does, as he's down the 40, 45, 47-yard line. Jackets 1st and 10.
That 1st and 10 is brought to you by Butler Heating and Air, your local Trane dealer and provider of geothermal heating and cooling systems.
Got to do that time. Eli McGinley over there playing the quarterback position. He's to make a read whenever he sees that man coming in motion towards him. Get ready because they're coming at you. Jackets still on their side of the field. However, they're at the 47-yard line. 1 receiver to the right. They send a man in motion again, but they give to the big fullback up the middle. He rumbles, bumbles, and has nowhere to go. The defensive line doing a wonderful job keeping that fullback in check now.
Absolutely. Connor Laird was in there making that tackle that time. Brady Robbins, looked like Eric Washington was in on that tackle as well. And maybe Sebastian Rogers. He's been playing really well this year.
Sebastian Roberts. Sometimes he plays that nose tackle. Sometimes he plays the defensive tackle. Good job by Rogers. 2nd down and 8 for the Jackets. They've got the ball almost right at midfield. 1 receiver lined off to the right. They're going to do the quick pitch to the left. Running back gets it to 45. Has nowhere to go, as Lair says. That might work on that other side of the field, but not on mine. And he's tackled for a 2-yard loss. That'll mean 3rd and 12 for the Jackets. And they haven't been in the 3rd and long position yet.
No, they really haven't. And great defense that time by the West Plains Zizzers. But, you know, when you're a team like Lebanon and you set your offense up to chip away down the field and run the clock, when you're down by 2 touchdowns, you don't have a whole lot of plays set up to get you back in the game. So they're going to start running some of those quick pitches like we're seeing and try to bust one long, because that's really the only plays that they have that can do that.
Great play, or great call, because you've only got 180 seconds left to go in the half. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Now they come back with a counter double reverse, and it is first read beautifully, but then he gets out of 1 tackle. He's across the 30, the 35, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, and Reed, that's why you got to make the tackles in the backfield while you got the chance. Instead of a 3-yard loss, that goes in for a 53-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and that's rather unfortunate there, too. I mean, there was at least... Never mind. I'm not even going to say it.
Good enough. Yeah. You had the chance. You had to make the chance to make the tackle in the backfield. He got out of that tackle, and he was gone. Double reverse by the Jackets. Went left, then went right, then back to the left. Triple reverse. Jackets. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. 21-14. Zizzers on top. We're back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
So the kids are back in school. This means even less free time than before. This means there's even more laundry than usual. School clothes, gym clothes, the clothes they wear to practice sports, band, etc. Zizzer Buggy Bath and Coin Laundry is here to save you time. Just drop off your laundry and they will wash, dry, and even fold the laundry. Need something ironed? They have that handled as well. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekends. Zizzer Buggy Bath and Coin Laundry, North Porter Wagner Boulevard, West Plains.
Hi, it's Shelley with West Plains Roofing to talk to you about Colt's RV and Campers. Colt specializes in roof replacement, roof repairs, and power washing RVs and campers. He can also fix that annoying leak that you may have been putting off so you can always camp in comfort. Call 417-274-4284. That's 417-274-4284 for Colt's RV and Campers. At West Plains Roofing, our family has protected all you work for since 1968. Take the work off your shoulders. Call Colt's RV and Campers today.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country, KDY.
Ray Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Jackets with a short kick picked up at the 35-yard line. Now across the 30 all the way down to the 40-yard line. I like it. Get the return. Zizzers take over 1st and 10 from their own 40.
And that 1st and 10 is brought to you by Norman Oil Office Supply, where for over 40 years we've built our company based on your needs.
Love to go see the good folks at Norman Oil. Great customer service. First 2 kickoffs, Lebanon did the squib kick, not really ready for it. Now we move our guys up, get some good yardage, and that's what you want to take advantage of.
Absolutely good starting yardage here for the West Plains Zizzers, and see if we can go down before halftime and score, because that is very important. The Lebanon will be getting the ball first in the second half.
In the second half, want to try to get a 2-touchdown lead. Brackley is by himself in the backfield. Now, here comes Lidgard on the jet sweep. He's at the 40, gets across to the 45, down to the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 4 for the Zizzers.
Good play that time. Good blocking by Connor Lair out there. When he blocks violently and with purpose, and that's so fun to see with a big guy like that out in the perimeter going up against a cornerback.
That is one thing this entire Zizzer team knows, that when you've got the athletes they do, they have got to get down the field and hold your block, because there's a good chance whoever has the football will be coming right behind you. Now he's got Seeley in the backfield. Brackley wants to throw, looks right, he feels pressure. Now he looks left. Oh, ball is picked up in the air, almost intercepted. Very, very lucky play for the Zizzers that time.
Very, very lucky, and we're very lucky that he get tipped up in the air and into the hands of a Yellow Jacket. Unfortunately for us, it's 3rd and short. We need to calm down a little bit and see if we can pick up about 3 yards.
2 minutes left to go here in the first half. West Plains on top, 21-14. They give to Seeley. Seeley at the 45, gets across midfield, gets to the 47-yard line, and that's the Zizzer first down.
That Zizzer first down is brought to you by Don's Auto Service on Porter Wagner Boulevard. More than just a tire store. Stop by and see them for all your auto needs. Good folks at Don.
Good run that time by Seeley. Now they've got Lidgard back in the backfield. Marchuk is the receiver off to the left. They give to Lidgard. He's at the 50, gets out of one tackle, across the 45, down to the 43-yard line, gets about 5 yards on the carry. That's not about Lidgard. You think he's going to be tackled on the backfield, he just squirts out and gets 3 or 4 more yards.
He always keeps his legs going. He always keeps his nose down and upfield.
See, Connor Lair, he's got his hands on his hips. He's been playing both ways, starting to get a little tired. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now they have Lidgard right beside Connor. Connor wants to run with it up the middle. He's at the 40, 37-yard line. That's enough for another Zizzer first down.
And that Zizzer first down is brought to you by Landmark Bank in West Plains. They're here for you with 2 locations in town on Porter Wagner and K Highway. 72 seconds left to go here in the half. West Plains has the ball at the Jacket 36-yard line. They're up 21-14. As Reed said, you want to put more points on the board because the Jackets will get the ball to start the second half. Lidgard to the left of Brackley. They give to Lidgard. He's at the 40, looking for a hole. 35, gets down to about the 33-yard line.
4 yards on the carry, 2nd and 6 for the Zizzers.
Initially didn't have a hold and found one. Good play that time by number 33, 11 Yellow Jackets to come up and get him by the shoestrings to make sure that he didn't go yard.
Zizzers do not take much time. They get lined up and ready to go. We're down to 33 seconds left here in the half. Left, lined up to the right. Now they want to throw. Rackley rolls to his right, now back to the left. Oh, big catch by Lair out there. 35-30, goes back to the middle of the field. Need to call a timeout, says Reed Grigsby. And they will. So we'll take a 30-second break and be right back on KDY 102.5.
What would you do if you could skip your car payments for 90 days? Buy season tickets to your favorite team? Start on a home improvement project? Take a much-needed road trip? Whether you're buying a new car, a new-to-you car, or refinancing the one you have now, Landmark Bank wants you to stop worrying and start making memories. Take advantage of a 90 days no-pay period on qualifying auto loans. Isn't it time you became a Landmark? Apply today at landmarkbank.com.
Landmark Bank, here for you.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Reed Grigsby, Travis Smith, and Jim Lambert back here from Zizzer Stadium. We were talking good point. Laird, always such a physical football player, came back, caught that last pass, and just wanted to run over people. However, that's one of the mistakes you make when you're younger. When you want to get outside, when time's running off the clock, get out of bounds. He led the way Laird wants to play, though. 16 seconds left to go here in the half. Third down and short for the Zizzers. Have 3 receivers lined up to the wide side of the field. Marchok is lined up to the right along with Atkerson. Quarterback looks left, has big pressure. Now he's under pressure. Wants to throw the ball. He's going to be sacked with the call. That's going to make it 4th down and long. Zizzers look like they're going to be content. No. Clock to stop at 5.8 seconds set. What I don't like is Connor very, very slow to get up on that play. We'll take a timeout here and be back on 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
You're driving down the road following a dump truck full of gravel when all of a sudden, now there's a chip in your windshield. But don't wait. Get to S&P Quality Auto Glass now. They can fix the raw chip and save your windshield. The hot temperatures of summer can turn that chip into a crack in a hurry. And if you wait too long, that's okay. S&P Quality Auto Glass can also replace your windshield or any of your automotive glass. S&P Auto Glass next to DQ on Highway 63 West Plains. Show us your crack.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Zizzers on top, 21-14. Zizzers are going to have one play here before halftime. Rackley really boogered up on that last play. He was slow to get up, but he says, Coach, I want to score some points before halftime. 4 receivers now off to the left side. They send Lidgard back here on the right. They're going to give to Lidgard. He's at the 40, trying to break one open. Needs to try to get outside. Enough time, runs off the clock, though. Zizzers on top, 21-14. We back in 2 minutes on KDY 102.5.
Has your car ever broken down? Well, that happens to all of us. Has your car ever been involved in an accident? Well, that happens too, but maybe not to all of us. But when you need a reliable tow, and we all do from time to time, call J&J Recovery and Towing, 256-7628. J&J Recovery and Towing answers your calls 24/7, and they work fast. Whether you need to take your vehicle to your home or to a repair shop, dealership, or the auto body repair, J&J can tow it for you. No job is too big or too small. J&J Recovery and Towing Service.
And there's a flag on the play.
Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the new Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletes for safe play through its season and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you don't have to visit OMC Orthopedics, but if you do, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see the windshield or the wind in your hair on your first road trip? Do you see headlights or the way your family's faces light up as you pull into the driveway? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Talk to me, State Farm agent Justin Shelby in West Plains at 417-256-3434. In Houston at 417-967-4152.
If sports is your thing, we invite you to join us on OzarkRadioNews.com for our weekly podcast, Ozark's Overtime. Each Wednesday, Gary Lee, James Hurt, and myself, Harlan Hutchison, discuss what's topical in sports, whether it's local, state, or national. Topics will range from high school sports to the professional ranks. We speak our minds. Join us and see if you agree. It's brought to you by the Battery Station on Washington and West Plains. Find us at the link OzarkRadioNews.com/Ozark's Overtime. And for more sports, visit the sports page at OzarkRadioNews.com.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
We're at halftime with a great game between the West Plains Zizzers and Lebanon Yellow Jackets. My halftime guest tonight, which was pre-recorded, is Coach Matt Perkins. Coach, welcome.
Good to be here. Hopefully we got a good score right now.
Being a new head coach, what are some of the challenges and difficulties you faced? I mean, you've been here for a long time, but now you're the man.
I think big thing with, I guess, this first year here is the timing of everything from this summer. With how all that went down, and then getting the kids just to have trust with me. Even though I knew them, there were some things that were different, and we were a different team than we were the year before, regardless of who's going to be the head coach. And so there's an adjustment period for that. But I feel like we've got a lot of really good help around here. So I've been able to really kind of slide in and have a pretty easy go of it.
Well, and talking about help, I saw a great Facebook post today.
Yeah.
Who are your assistant coaches?
Yeah, Coach Dixon, been here for a long time, and he's just doing a great job with anything. I mean, he does everything and does a really good job and brings a lot of passion. Coach Womack's offensive assistant coach, and really, I mean, phenomenal coach, leaning on him all the time. Coach Porter, offensive line coach, there's nobody better, and he puts in a ton of work. And Coach Walls is new from Kabul, and he's our linebacker coach, fiery guy. Kids love him. We've got the Gerald McGowan came in late on staff, and he's been the coach for about 30-plus years, and a really good addition, helping our freshmen out, calling offense for freshmen. And then Coach Pitts is the defensive coordinator, a guy who I coached before, and he's doing a great job.
Well, and I'm telling you, one thing you're doing a great job at is rotating your offensive schemes. Like came out against Camden, you've got Titus Seeley running the football, and Lidgard is out there. They weren't ready for that. And every week, all these teams are having to take time in their practice to prepare defensively, and sometimes it's going to be for something they haven't seen before.
You know, that's the goal. Coming into the year, we knew we were going to be a little bit young up front, and you got Braden Lidgard. You've got to find a ways to get him the ball, and so we want to get him in space. We've tried to do that through the air a little bit, and then to also just slowly build that offensive line into being a powerful unit. And I think we're about there with them. I'm really pleased with where they're at. Not perfect yet, but they keep coming in hungry every day, and we try to mix it up.
Well, what's amazing with that offensive line is you basically lost everyone from last year, and every once in a while I know these guys have had some experience, but you've got some guys playing varsity level that while they played on Friday nights before had never started. What are some of the ways you adapted for that?
Yeah, patience. And, we've really tried to just be a little bit simple. And like the focus this last 2 weeks is we need to get good at one play from a run perspective. And I think we've got that with our off-tackle power. Where we feel like we can line up, and even if the team knows it's coming, we're going to get some positive yards. So we've kind of got to that point with one play. And I know that sounds like that's kind of scary, but if we can be successful with one play, and then now hopefully we can start working on being successful with another play, and where we just know, hey, try to stop it.
It's coming at you, and we talk about that on the radio. I've noticed, too, you guys are going to run certain plays as a defense until they stop it because there's no reason to do anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing I noticed on Facebook, I love the fact you've got pictures of your kids on there a lot, and like they were with you this morning doing an interview. How do you as a head coach balance football with family?
It's difficult. One of the things that I've got to say on that is my wife is just amazing at taking care of everything for me, and she's had to handle a big burden at home with little extra, housework that maybe I had been helping before with or whatever, handling putting 3 kids to bed, multiple nights a week without any help. And she's been a trooper and love her to death. But that's the first thing. The second thing is you got to try to find time. Last night I got home and my daughter wanted to do a drawing lesson. She wanted to teach me how to draw. And so you got to sit down and just, put the phone away, put the computer away. And take the time when those opportunities come.
Well, and I can tell you, as being a 52-year-old man with grown kids, those times will pass you by. And I'm proud of you for being able to balance that, because not a lot of people can do that.
Well, I don't know if I'm balancing it perfect, but you got to try to, because just like you said, they're going to grow up and be gone someday.
We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back on KDY 102.5 with more. Matt Perkins, head coach.
To get that trophy buck you're going to be hunting, you need to get deep in the woods. That's where the High Sun Side-by-Side from Outpost Motorsports comes in. The High Sun Side-by-Side comes standard with a top, windshield, and winch, and can get you where the big bucks live to set up and get it out of the woods after the harvest. High Sun is the fastest growing side-by-side brand. See why for yourself at your side-by-side headquarters, Outpost Motorsports, next to the Civic Center in West Plains, and online at outpostmotorsports.com. Financing available with approved credit.
Arvest Bank, scoring touchdowns with great customer service. Being a proud sponsor of the West Plains Zizzers means we care about our community and are here to fulfill the needs of our customers. All of the services of a large bank, but coupled with friendliness and a personal touch to banking, means you can feel right at home at Arvest Bank. People helping people find financial solutions for life. The only bank that you need to know. Arvest Bank. Go Zizzers.
Member FDIC.
Driving in winter can be challenging. Be sure your tires will get you through the season. If you're getting close to needing new tires, give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you'll always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Price, quality, and service, all at Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
Norman Orr Office Supply, 202 West Main in West Plains is ready to take care of all your business needs. Whether you're starting up an office or it's time to upgrade, stop in and see the great selection of office furniture. They now offer janitorial and safety supplies. And when you need copiers, printers, or their supplies, they have those too. Online ordering is available, and they offer free next-day delivery in the West Plains area. Check them out online, norman-orr.com, or call 256-6808.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
We're back here at halftime of the Lebanon West Plains Zizzer game, talking with Coach Matt Perkins. Coach, we've talked about the kids like Lidgard, the Rackleys. They're your superstars. Who else makes this team run?
Well, one of the unsung heroes is our manager, Andrew Schnurbush. He you never see him, don't know when he's there, when he's not, but he organizes film for us and does a really good job coming in Thursdays and setting things up, Fridays and setting things up, and we really are. We're happy with our manager, and so Andrew, you're doing a good job. But we've got some young guys that you don't hear about them Monday through Thursday, but they're making us go, and that's our scout team players. And we started something new this year where we're giving no conditioning or half the conditioning to the player of the week, the practice player of the week, and that's been a different kid just about every week for us. This week, Tristan Clark had to play the role of the fullback that you guys are hearing about for Lebanon. That's running the ball right now, and Tristan's done a really good job, and it's a dirty job where he's just getting banged on, and but he's been awesome. We try to celebrate those guys and give them a little love. We've got some guys that play up front and have that dirty role trying to block Brady Robbins and Connor Lair, and good luck with that, but they come in every day and give us a good look, and that's Logan Watson, Cole Easley, Stephen Gore. We've got some guys that are there, banging on our big boys and making us better. And they don't get talked about on Friday, but without them, we're nowhere near the team we are.
Well, and a lot of people don't realize this, but in order for you guys to get prepared each and every week, you've got to run the plays offensively and defense that your opponent's going to run. And if you don't have good kids that are good athletes, you're not going to be prepared.
Right. And, there's a lot that goes into that with Coach Pitts drawing up different cards for them. And, we have a scout team coach that is making sure that those guys are lining up the right way. And that's been Coach Dixon this week, done an awesome job with it. And just making sure that our kids are seeing what they're going to see on Friday and knowing what they're going to defend in certain sets. Really took that away from Coach Airy. He the master of game planning and not over preparing your kids. And so that's been a focus of us, just making sure that we're able to defend their base stuff. And if you can't stop their base stuff, then who cares about the other stuff? So we spend a lot of time on that and just have a good look every day from our young guys that aren't really heard about.
And I'm glad that you mentioned those guys because they are the unsung heroes. And if you don't have a good scout team, it's almost impossibly prepared for what you're going to see, especially in the Ozark Conference.
Oh, absolutely. We had a couple years ago, it's been a few years, but a few years ago, we had the Tuesday flu. And after every Monday, it would seem like you'd have, kids not at school. You would have kids come in and they were hurt. And it's hard to have a good year whenever you constantly are trying to find a new kid to learn a role. And if you have to change that guy every Tuesday, every Thursday, it's a challenge. And we've been really blessed with good numbers of kids out for football this year. And I think we're around 85. And having those guys show up every day with a good attitude, knowing they're going to get beat on has been really helpful.
Well, that's one thing I've noticed too is the depth that you've got now. In years past, we have had some excellent running backs, and of course, Lidgard's one of the best in the state, will be best historically. But you get the ball around to a lot of different people. Colt Hickson, one of my favorite players, unsung heroes. The guy's always out there blocking for Lidgard, 20 yards down the field. He gets to get his first touchdown. It takes kids like that to have a winning team.
Absolutely. And we're blessed right now with the amount of kids, but then also creating that depth. We do a 2-platoon where on one end of the field, the defense is practicing on their own. And so we have to share a few guys. So I'm sending Alan Marchok down to the other end, and a guy you haven't heard about yet is Dakota Hansen, but he's playing offense as a varsity player, Monday through Thursday with us, and just ready to step in at any time because of that opportunity where he's having to be Alan Marchok during the week. And I think that just is going to help us the next year whenever we've got to replace Alan. Well, Dakota's already been in that role, for a whole year in practice. And so things like that have really gone a long way to build some depth for us. And, guys like Colt, they deserve the ball thrown to them, and then they're getting a chance to make a play.
Well, and one thing, too, I've really been proud of you all, and Coach Harry started this, is getting freshmen involved in the game. Those guys, they do great on Monday nights because that's when they play, but it's a totally different world when you step out on a varsity field, and by getting those kids, people forget, those are 14 and 15-year-old kids playing against 18-year-old men, and they get that experience on Fridays, and so when they're sophomores, you are very, very loaded with sophomores this year that have stepped in and played great.
Yeah, that's been a huge thing, and Steve started doing that where on one end of the field in practice, the freshmen are getting our defense ready, and they're having to go against those varsity guys in practice. Of course, it's structured in a safer way, but they get to see that speed throughout the week, and then they get to feel a little bit of the contact and realize that they can handle it. And then, of course, they're a lot stronger as sophomores like Aiden Holt this year, who has stepped up and been tremendous. Blake Reed stepped up and been tremendous on the offensive line. And it's that depth created from those freshmen taking that role serious and getting us better.
Well, Coach, I'm very proud of the way you stepped in here. It's awfully hard to follow in great footsteps. There was questions in the community, will this guy be as good as Harry? What you've done so far has been phenomenal, and I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. I'm not as good as Harry, but, he did a good job of training me up, and it's been a blessing to be around him. He's a good man and a great coach, and we miss him.
Well, you're a good man. Don't you ever forget that, and I'm awfully proud of everything you've done, and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Travis.
All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes on KDY 102.5.
Are you not sleeping well?
Being told you snore?
Do you choke in your sleep?
Are you wanting more?
You need a CPAP.
I got
got your CPAP.
You need a CPAP.
I got your CPAP.
Sleep apnea is no laughing matter. Consult your doctor and choose home as your provider. It's football season, and you can enjoy listening to the football games while you kick back in your brand new recliner from Brown Furniture and Appliance of West Plains. With over 100 in stock, from wall hugger, power, swivel to heat and massage, all with the brands you trust like Ashley, Catnapper, and Lazy Boy. 24 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949. Providing commercial and residential electrical connection, Long Electric in West Plains specializes in repairs as basic as receptacle replacement and ceiling fan installation to advanced installations such as kitchen lighting, panel upgrades, whole home surge protection, and planning stages of construction. Long Electric's customer commitment is call-ahead scheduling, upfront pricing, and 24/7 emergency demands. Long Electric, bringing the power to you at 293-6884. When things go wrong, call Long and look for the man in the white and blue van.
Sometimes a battery will give noticeable early warning signs, but not always, like low engine crank, check engine light, swelling or bloating of the battery case, battery leakage, or just old age. Don't get stranded in the cold or a thunderstorm. Have your vehicle's batteries tested at Don's Auto Service in West Plains off Porter Wagner Boulevard.
This is John Kinslow with Don's Auto Service, where we are more than a tire store.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Lee Grigsby, Travis Smith, and Jim Lambert back here from Yellow Jacket Field in Lebanon. Zizzers on top 21-14, but really close game.
Very close game, and then really you take away a few mistakes that the Zizzers have made. This could be a 21-7 game for sure. Maybe even more than that. But there were some pretty major mistakes we made there at the end of the second quarter. Lebanon's playing well. We're playing well, so this is a fun game to watch.
But the mistake made a good point. Lebanon ran the double reverse, goes about 63 yards, and that is what happens when you've got aggressive defense. That's so hard because you teach the kids play hard, play hard, play hard. Ball goes one way, so is the motion of the defense. However, ball goes the other. Easy touchdown for the Jackets.
Yeah, fly to the ball. We want 11 hats on the ball. It shouldn't have straight ball unless the ball's not there.
Yeah. Oh, no, excellent point. And you made the point as well, too, that they came out and they scored, and then it looks like it's going to be a tough game. West Plains comes back, scores 3 times in a row. But now, Jackets will get the ball here in the second half, and I swear to goodness, Reed, it looks as though Lebanon changed helmets at halftime because those helmets were bright gold, and now they're white.
Well, yeah, I think maybe you just weren't seeing correctly. Those are the same helmets, Jeff.
Okay, if you're looking on TV, that's what I'm talking. And that's another thing. Jim was showing how many people back home were watching on TV. And one of the local restaurants, Ranch House, that takes care of feeding the Zizzers, every single TV had us up there. You know there's got to be one guy saying, "Hey, where's the Cardinals?" And we're like, "Hey, Cardinals are on 163 games a year. This is football season, baby." And we're bringing us some great action here tonight from Lebanon. Zizzers on top, 21-14. We've got about 1 minute before halftime, so we're going to take a 1 minute break, and we'll be right back on KDY 102.5.
Hi, it's Shelley from West Plains Roofing. At West Plains Roofing, we specialize in flat and metal roofing systems for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Whether it's new construction or maintenance, we've got you covered. Don't wait until it's too late. Call West Plains Roofing today at 256-6750. That's 256-6750. We're located in the Harlan Ridge Shopping Center on Preacher Row Boulevard, serving our customers since 1968.
What would you do if you could skip your car payments for 90 days? Buy season tickets to your favorite team? Start on a home improvement project? Take a much-needed road trip? Whether you're buying a new car, a new-to-you car, or refinancing the one you have now, Landmark Bank wants you to stop worrying and start making memories. Take advantage of a 90 days no-pay period on qualifying auto loans. Isn't it time you became a Landmark? Apply today at landmarkbank.com.
Landmark Bank, here for you.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Lee Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Yellow Jacket Stadium in Lebanon, Missouri. 3 minutes to go before the game. Jim Lambert's doing a great job bringing it to you on TV. If you're watching from anywhere in the world, anywhere in West Plains, put it in on our YouTube page and tell us where you're watching. So we like to see that. And Lee, that's the big thing. I was talking to Jim at halftime, too. So cool that the technology we have today and how people can enjoy the Zizzer football game no matter where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And, if you were to tell me, like we talked about last week, if you had told me that you could be sitting in a bar in West Plains watching the Zizzer football game, I'd have told you were crazy 20 years ago. But thankfully, we have great sponsors like Ozark's Medical Center, Western Dairy Transport, West Plains Savings and Loan, Dennis Specialty Cuts, Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, LNG Auto Sales, Pruitt's Pool and Spa, Wiles Abstract, and Current Incorporated that provide funds for us to bring these games to you. And Jim's writing one more down.
Always go by, too. And if you see any of our sponsors, tell them and say thank you.
And the Duke Boys. Forgot about that one. Duke Boys. Thank you, Duke Boys, and all those sponsors for allowing us to bring the streaming Zizzer games to you. And thanks for watching.
Duke's, former Zizzers and stuff. And if you ever have a car that needs to get cleaned up a little bit or a lot, take them by Duke Boys. I took my car there and we got the 3 German Shepherds and old Sage Woods, former Zizzer. I said, Coach, I've never seen so much hair in all my life. How many dogs do you have? And I said, that's my wife's hair, Sage. And he should have seen the expression on his face. Oh, Coach, I'm so sorry. I'm like, Sage, you know me. It's okay. But either way, I got it cleaned up.
Did they charge you extra by chance?
He does sometimes, depending on how dirty the car is. And if I argue, then Duke's just showed me the bag of dirt they got from the car, and argument is over. I said, sorry, Kyle, keep on cleaning. Live here from Lebanon, Missouri, Zizzers on top, 21-14. Reed made a good point. Jackets will get the ball to start the second half, about a minute to go. So we'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
You're driving down the road following a dump truck full of gravel when all of a sudden, now there's a chip in your windshield, but don't wait. Get to S&P Quality Auto Glass now. They can fix the raw chip and save your windshield. The hot temperatures of summer can turn that chip into a crack in a hurry. And if you wait too long, that's okay. S&P Quality Auto Glass can also replace your windshield or any of your automotive glass. S&P Auto Glass next to DQ on Highway 63 West Plains. Show us your crack.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby, Travis Smith, and Jim Lambert coming to you live from Lebanon, Missouri in Yellow Jacket Stadium. Zizzers on top, 21-14 as we start the second half. Keller will kick off for the Zizzers. Stowers, number 64, lined up right next to him along with 29 Seeley. Keller awaits for the call from the referee. First kick tonight went all the way back in the end zone for no return. Keller puts his hand up. It is nice. Low line drive kick. Hits about the 5. Going to be picked up right there. Man at the 10, 15, 20. Has a hole up the middle, but finally stopped at the 26-yard line. Jackets take over 1st and 10.
Now, 1st and 10 is brought to you by Stuart Morrison Ready Mix. They have all your residential, commercial, or agricultural concrete and rock needs. Thank you, Stuart Morrison.
Drive through their plant every day, and they've got all types of quality products to get at Stuart Morrison. Jackets come out dressed in that all-black uniforms, gold on the bottom of the helmet, white on the top. Zizzers, black pants, white jerseys, and the black helmet. One receiver lined up to the left side. He comes back in now. Kind of like a tight end, quarterback, under center. Got that big fullback behind him, going to hand off to him right up the middle. He gets about 2 yards. Lebanon just going to check out that Zizzer defense to start this second half.
Yeah, I come back with fresh legs after a much-needed rest. But that's pretty tough on a defensive line when you're playing a team like Lebanon. They're just pounding you every play. Looks like, unfortunately, Lebanon might have a lineman that's dinged up a little bit. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
But great point, though, because both teams you saw right before the end of the half, hands starting to get on hips. They were getting a little tired, especially some of these guys going both ways. Lebanon faces a 2nd down and 7 now. Ball at the 29-yard line. Sends a man in motion. Now they're going to do a quick pitch out to the right, east of the 25-30. Good job by McGinley as he comes out there, makes the tackle, gets 3 yards on the play. Going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Jackets.
Yeah, good pursuit that time by the West Plains Zizzers. And one of these plays we're going to get a holding call, I promise, but it's not going to happen on that play. We'll see what happens.
Jackets, what they're doing. Reed's making a good point. They're usually pulling one of those guards, and he's coming out there, got his hands wide. You got to keep those hands in between the shoulder blades. Zizzers almost jump off sides. That is one of those things, like Reed said, you have got to watch the ball. Quarterback under center, still trying to get him off sides. Now, quick handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he gets past the line of scrimmage, 2-yard gain, but that's enough for a Lebanon first down.
That first down is brought to you by SMP Quality Auto Glass on South Highway 63. For repair or replacement, they just ask, show us your crack.
Got a windshield crack, taking him there today. Ball at the 39-yard line. Lebanon has the ball on their side of the field. 11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. We're on top, 21-14. Jackets keep trying to get that defensive line of the Zizzers to jump off sides. Quarterback gets back under center. They're going to give the fullback off the left side. He's got a pretty good hole. It closes up quickly. But Reed, he gets 5 yards on the carry. 2nd and 5 now for the Jackets.
Yeah, good play that time by the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Got a good push on the offensive line, and our defensive line's going to have to step up if we're going to stop this drive.
Robbins checks out. He's going to get a break. Ball still on the Lebanon side of the field at the 44-yard line. Nice breeze blowing. Cooling things off a little bit here in Lebanon, Missouri. Jackets, double tight formation. Quarterback under center. Send a man in motion. They're going to have a counter play. Runs up the middle, nothing there. It gets past the line of scrimmage, the 50, the 45, down to the 42-yard line, and that's another Jacket first down.
That first and 10 is brought to you by Brad Guffey Motors. For all your automotive needs, stop and see the good folks on Porter Wagner Boulevard today.
Reed, the play that's killing us tonight are the misdirections. Our linebackers doing a good job throwing up the gas, but they run that misdirection. Lebanon's got about 140 yards on 3 of those misdirection plays tonight. First down. They're at Zizzers, part of the field at the 43-yard line. Man comes in motion. They're going to give the fullback up to the middle, and he has nowhere to go. Nice read by the defensive line. 2nd down and 10 for the Jackets.
Yeah, great read that time by the defensive line, and the linebackers came up and filled the hole. Maybe a little bit of a misread by the Jackets that time. Looked like they had a read option play, and the quarterback was trying to pull the ball out of the fullback and couldn't quite get it out.
Yeah, and that's a play. That's a good point, because on that option play, he's got to choose who to give to, and the fullback said, I want it, and he kept it. 2nd down and 10 for the Jackets. They've got the ball at the Zizzer 43-yard line. Quick pitch. Now they want to run a double pass. That is a duck up in the air. Go get it, march on. Both players come down with it. They're going to say the Lebanon Jackets will have it, because when the offensive and defensive players both have the football, we saw that a week ago, it belongs to the offensive team. Now the Jackets are in the Zizzer red zone.
Yeah, first and 10 by Lebanon. That will be brought to you by Arvest Bank in West Plains. Be sure to think of them for all your personal and commercial banking needs.
When things are going your way, they're going your way. As Lebanon just put up a wounded duck and came down with the play. Now they give to the big fullback. He gets out of one tackle, bounces out to the right, falls forward, gets 5 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 5 now for the Jackets. 8:49 left in the third quarter. Zizzers on top, just getting 2 to 3 yards each carry. Now Reed, it's going to be 3rd and short for the Jackets.
3rd and short. It's time for the Zizzers to stiffen up here. See if they can force 4th down. Of course, the Jackets, it's a 2-down territory right here for sure. So 2 more plays, defensive plays here, and hopefully we can stuff this drive.
Jackets have put the ball on the ground once tonight. Need to see another turnover here. They have the ball on about the 11-yard line. Double pass, quarterback gets under center. Man goes in motion, but they're going to give the fullback, and he's got a big hole up the middle. He's going to get down the yard line. That is 1st and goal for the Jackets.
The first down is brought to you by SRS Electric. Give them a call and find out why people recommend SRS Electric. in the West Plains area.
That coach comes over and talks to Coach Chastain. Coach Chastain says, get a touchdown, kid. 7:50 left to go here in the third quarter. West Plains on top, 21 to go. Ball, Zizzers 6-yard line. Zizzers defensive line needs to come up big here. Double tight formation. Here comes the wingback in motion. They run a counter play off the left side, maybe 1 yard on the carry, second and for the Jackets.
Yeah, good job by the Zizzers. It's one of those misdirection plays, like you mentioned earlier. It's really giving us fifth this whole game, and they read that one correctly and made sure it didn't go anywhere.
Got to make adjustments as you go. Zizzer defense ready to go out there trying to make the tackle. 24. Back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
To get that trophy buck you're going to be hunting, you need to get deep in the woods. That's where the High Sun Side-by-Side from Outpost Motorsports comes in. The High Sun Side-by-Side comes standard with a top, windshield, and can get you where the big bucks live set up and get it out of the woods after the harvest. High Sun is the fastest growing side-by-side brand. See why for yourself at your side-by-side headquarters, Outpost Motorsports, next to the Civic Center in West Plains, and online at outpostmotorsports.com. Financing available with approved credit.
Has your car ever broken down? That happens to all of us. Has your car ever been involved in an accident? Well, that happens too, but maybe not to
their own 36-yard line.
That 1st and 10 is brought to you by KT Roofing. It's the place to call for all your roofing needs. Call Kevin at 417-256-3106.
Zizzers need to come out and show a little excitement. You said that. I mean, it's like you can tell now momentum has switched back to the Jackets. But the best way to get the big end back on your side is silence them, get this offense going.
Very, very important we have at least a good drive here.
You got to have the drive.
We score or not.
Sealy, Lair, and those H-backs for the Zizzers. They give. This time to Lidgard, he gets at the 40, up to the 44-yard line, 8 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 2 now for the Zizzers.
Lidgard is just maybe one man away from one long and has been for the several plays throughout the game. So I'm hoping that he can shake that one person getting late into the game and do Lidgard stuff.
Keep it going. Yeah. Rackley had the long touchdown earlier. Now it's Lidgard's opportunity. 2nd down and 2. They give to Lidgard. Try to get off the left side. Ball falls on the ground. Goes back to the Jackets. And momentum is going crazy towards the 11 Yellow Jackets right now as the ball is turned over at the 45. And folks, you better take a picture of that because that is the first time I remember Lidgard putting the ball on the ground in a very, very long time.
I don't remember him ever putting the ball on the ground. He's normally pretty sure-handed, but great job by the Lebanon Yellow Jackets to get in there and stripping that ball away from him.
Defense needs to come up big now. Zizzer defense. Come on, guys. 24, Garrett Brown out there at that defensive end position trying to make something happen. Would not doubt that the Jackets come out here and try to go for the jugular right away. Don't let anybody get behind you. Quarterback takes a snap. They're going to do that misdirection off the left. He's got a long way to go. He's tackled. Good job that time by the Zizzers, not being scared at all. Jason Lopez, number 36, says, "You're not going to get by me." What a play by Lopez. If he doesn't make that tackle, that man is down the field for a touchdown.
There's no doubt about it. It looked like a little double reverse there again. Was what did us big time in the first half when they did that triple reverse. And good job by Lopez sniffing that out and making sure that he didn't get outside.
21-21 is the score. 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Mighty Mo is on the side of the Jackets now. Zizzers trying to get it back. Jackets do want to throw. They go for the jugular down the field, and fortunately that ball is overthrown because he was wide open on that play.
He is wide open. Obviously, we're not respecting the pass very much. Lebanon doesn't pass it very much, and so why would you respect it? But they sure have left the receivers wide open from time to time.
Yeah, well, what you teach is for your free safeties, your strong safeties, stop the run, stop the run, stop the run. They start playing aggressively, and that's what can happen. 3rd down and 8 now for the Jackets. Big play for the Zizzer defense here. Ball at the 44-yard line. They await the snap. They're going to try to pass again. Ball goes down the field. Up in the air. It is tipped away at the very end moment. Good job by number 7. That's Eli McGinley, the cornerback. Good defense.
Very fortunate right there. Looks like Lebanon stayed deep enough into the field where they're going to have to punt. That turned out as best as we could, hope for in that type of situation.
Well,
good job by the defense.
Don't be surprised, too. Lebanon might try something wacky here. They've got the ball at the 45. If they kick in the end zone, it goes to 20. 24-yard differential. Punter. Brady said earlier, we haven't got to see him a lot tonight. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. Nice high punt. Not going to get very far down the field. That's where you yell, Peter, get away from it. However, comes up and catches it. Oh, my gosh. That's a sophomore craziness right there. And it's going to be 1st down for the Zizzers from their own 37-yard line.
I love the effort, but I bet the coaches about had a heart attack. That's the 1st and 10. Is brought to you by Outpost Motorsports, number 1 Heisen side-by-side dealer in the United States. Stop by and let them show you why.
The reason we're saying that on a punt, folks, if the punt touches the receiving team anywhere on the body, doesn't matter, the back of the head, whatnot, Lebanon can get it recovered. But Lair, always the consummate football player, catches it and says, let me get the ball and go down the field. Trips formation for the Zizzers now. They hand off to Sealy. Sealy at the 35. Looks for gets past all the way down to the 45-yard line, 8 yards on the carry. Going to be second down and 2 now for the Zizzers.
Good run by Seeley that time. It's kind of a change of pace. Type running back from Lidgard runs a little bit differently, but still kind of has that slashing style. He's not a very big guy, so he's able to hide behind those offensive linemen and get some good yardage.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Reed and I'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Providing commercial and residential electrical connection, Long Electric in West Plains specializes in repairs as basic as receptacle replacement and ceiling fan installation to advanced installations such as kitchen lighting, panel upgrades, whole home surge protection, and planning stages of construction. Long Electric's customer commitment is call-ahead scheduling, upfront pricing, and 24/7 emergency demands. Long Electric, bringing the power to you at 293-6884. When things go wrong, call Long and look for the man in the white and blue van.
Norman Orr Office Supply, 202 West Main in West Plains is ready to take care of all your business needs. Whether you're starting up an office or it's time to upgrade, stop in and see the great selection of office furniture. They now offer janitorial and safety supplies. And when you need copiers, printers, or their supplies, they have those too. Online ordering is available, and they offer free next-day delivery in the West Plains area. Check them out online, norman-orr.com, or call 256-6808.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Reed, I just won $250 from the Lebanon jockey. That goes to the track team, too. How wonderful is that? Money from the track team to the track team.
And you're not going to donate it back.
Oh, no. If it was West Plains, I'd be giving it back in a heartbeat. We're going to buy some new red and white jerseys with that, baby.
Hey, that was a first down. That's Brown Furniture on Jefferson Avenue. Your one-stop furniture, appliances, TV, and home decor.
11:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Sorry about that. Got a little excited when I saw the number come off the board. It's like winning the lottery. Ball at the 50-yard line. They give to Lidgard. Lidgard gets up to the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the carry. Going to be second down and 7 now for the Zizzers.
They had Lidgard lined up behind the quarterback that time with Seeley out, to the side of the quarterback. What do you call that? That'd be like a pistol formation. Pistol formation.
Pistol formations where the quarterback's about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Brackley awaits the snap. Here it is. They're going to give the ball to Seeley. Seeley tries to get up the middle, gets to the 45-yard line, 3 more yards on the carry. Good job by Seeley.
Good push that time by the West Plains offensive line, but man, these Lebanon defensive linemen are big dudes, and they're kind of hard to push around, to be honest with you.
10:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Score is tied at 21 apiece. Big play now for the Zizzers. Got number 88, the big man, lined up here, Jacob Atkerson. 4 receivers off to the left side. Now, Station Lidgard in motion. He's right beside the rack. He comes back. He's got some blockers in front of him. Tries the Blakehorn. Gets past the 40, 35. Go, baby, go. 30, 20, all the way down to the 15-yard line. 16-yard line. First down for the Zizzers.
That huge first down is brought to you by State Farm agent Justice Shelby in both Houston and West Plains for all your insurance needs at one location.
Go by and see the good folks. Go by and see the good folks, Justin Shelby. 10 minutes now left to go here in the fourth quarter. West Plains is driving, score tied at 21 apiece. Time to put some points on the board. They get to Seeley. Seeley at the 20, gets up to the 15, past the line of scrimmage, gets maybe 7 yards on the carry. Second down and 3 now for the Zizzers.
He lost his helmet in the play, so he'll have to come out for one play. But good job that time by Seeley. Getting through the initial contact, he ran completely over the defensive end.
He is one of those runners that are just freaking awesome when you want to watch him run. Seeley runs hard. 9:25 left to go here in the game. Brackley, the quarterback. Zizzers need to put points on the board. Score tied at 21. 9 minutes left to go here in the game. They fake. Brackley wants to keep it himself. He's up the middle for a touchdown. Zizzers score and go back on top. Second touchdown touchdown of the night by Rackley.
Now, the Zizzer touchdown is brought to you by Captain D's. Eat Zach and a crew at Captain D's Seafood Kitchen in the Southern Hills Shopping Center. Great play that time. Second time we ran that play, and second time we scored on it.
Yeah, I mean, Rackley goes right up the middle. Now, very important to get that extra point. Got Keller out there to kick. Ackerson to hold. Stowers to snap. Wait for the snap. Come on, Stowers. There it is. Snap is up. Kick is up, and it is good. West Plains on top. 28-21. We're back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Who's ready for fall? Get into Monty's Outdoors today and find new arrivals from Hook, Columbia, Under Armour, and Life is Good and save 20%. Check out the new Zizzer shirts for the next game at the official Zizzer shop, a partnership with West Plains School District. Find new novelty designs on t-shirts, hooded tees, pullovers, and more. It's Monty's Outdoors. They're ready for fall. Are you?
Are you not sleeping well?
Being told you snore.
Do you choke in your sleep?
Are you wanting more?
You need a CPAP.
I got your CPAP.
You need a CPAP.
I got your CPAP.
Sleep apnea is no laughing matter. Consult your doctor and choose home as your provider.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Grigsby, Lambert, Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Zizzer's on top, 28-21. 9 minutes left to go here in the game. Keller gets set to kick from the 40. Here's the kick. Nice long kick. Goes all the way back in the end zone. That is a touchdown. So Jackets will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Touchdown would be cool, but it was a touchback.
Yeah, even better. You know what? Quit thinking about the stupid ticket, Travis, and concentrate on the football game.
Yeah, the 1st and 10 is brought to you by the Fisher Law Firm. They're located in the Osby Building in beautiful downtown West Plains, Missouri.
We talked about that Osby Building earlier. If you haven't seen that, folks, go by. Great place to start, too, if you're a young entrepreneur. Or like Fisher. Oh, Lebanon gets ready for the snap. 2 receivers off to the right side. Now they send a man back in motion this way. Give to the big fullback. No, they pitch. He's at the 15, the 20, the 25, knocked out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And that pitch play has been very effective for the Jackets tonight.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, they're taking that. We're so worried about that big fullback up the middle. That's leaving that pitch open a little bit. You know, not much, but just enough where they're able to get good yardage.
You've got to play where everyone on the defense has a certain position to go after. Let your linebackers take care of that fullback, defensive end, hit the quarterback. The outside guys get the pitch. Now he's coming back, but he fakes. That fullback is a big man, as Reed mentioned, 255 pounds. And he's muscle. No belly on this kid. Quarterback awaits the snap, and they give to the big man right up the middle. No, quarterback tries to run after him, and nobody's fooled on the Zizzers as he gets maybe a yard on the play. Reed 3rd down and short now for the Jackets.
I think that, 3rd down and very short. We'll see what happens here on this play. Great job by the Zizzer defense.
Jackets have been effective tonight trying to get those Zizzers to jump off sides. 52, Sebastian Rogers playing that defensive tackle. Coach is saying, stay in there. Don't jump on this one. 8 minutes left to go here in the game. Zizzers on top, 28-21. Wing back to the left, wing back to the right. Send him in motion. Quarterback tries to keep it himself. Good push right there by Lair. Lair gets behind the line of scrimmage. However, because of the spot, going to get him up to the 31-yard line, and that should be a 1st down for the Jackets. And it is.
Really close. Yep, sure enough. Now, 1st and 10 is brought to you by Butler Heating and Air, your local train dealer and provider of GeoComfort geothermal heating and cooling systems.
Ball is at the 30-yard line of the Jackets. Lebanon breaks the huddle. I like the way they've got the huddle. Double tight formation, 1 receiver split out about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Quarterback underneath center. He wants to pitch, and he doesn't get his pitch man, and he's tackled immediately by about 3 Zizzers. Nice tackle in the backfield.
looked like Laird, Washington, Rogers. There was 3 or 4 guys in there on that tackle. Great job.
You know, we haven't caught to call Washington's number a lot tonight, and that's because he is doing such an effective job on that pitch play of hitting the quarterback. Quarterback does not want to run the football for that reason right there, because he knows Washington's going to be right in his face. 7 minutes here to go in the game. West Plains on top, 28-21. 2nd and 13 for the Jackets, deep in their own territory at the 25. Jackets going to try to throw. Puts the ball up in the air. It is an incomplete pass. Nice job by the cornerback coming up there, and that's Lopez knocking it out of the Jackets' hands.
Now, here's where we have to be very, very careful, because they're 3rd and very, very deep. Don't let them burn us on a razzle-dazzle play, because that's really all they have in their playbook in order to get major yardage.
That Zizzer defense is going to put Parker back there, and they're going to put Marchuk about where the first down markers would be. Lebanon comes out, trips formation off to the right, one receiver off to the left. They're going to throw. Quarterback's looking exactly where he wants to throw it. Puts the ball up in the air, and that is an ugly duck. Incomplete, says Coach Dixon. Going to make it 4th down and forever now for the Jackets.
And there's a flag on the play. We'll see what happens here.
I hope it's not against us. Originally, I saw that white towel and thought, no, that's just one of the Jackets. However, illegal procedure called against the Jackets, so good job. Zizzers will say, no, we don't want to take it. Make the Jackets punt. And while we hadn't seen the Jackets punt formation very often tonight, this is the 2nd time in this match series Jackets will punt.
Actually, they're going to repeat 3rd down.
Oh, no, don't do that. They're going to. So now, oh, my goodness. 3rd down and a long 18-yard line. Long 18 yards for the Jackets. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the game. Jackets just line up, double tight formation. Quick pitch out to the left. Buffalo herd to the left. Man is up to 30, the 40, the 50. Oh, my goodness, he is not going to be caught with 20-10 touchdown for the Jackets. Wow. 3rd down, you've got it, and they're going to have to punt. They make it 3rd down and a little bit longer. Turn up the penalty, and Jackets come back on the next play and score a touchdown.
And I am speechless.
Always stay positive.
Oh, I'm there.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, big brother. It's just like, woo, my goodness gracious. Yeah. Coach Chastain is like, if they're going to give that to us, we're going to take it. Now the Jackets line up, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. This is where the Zizzer defense needs to come up big. Jackets get under center. He'll give to the big fullback right up the middle. Ball's on the ground. Now, Zizzers stop him. So Zizzers stay on top, 28-27. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Sometimes a battery will give noticeable early warning signs, but not always. Like low engine crank, check engine light, swelling or bloating of the battery case, battery leakage, or just old age. Don't get stranded in the cold or a thunderstorm. Have your vehicle's batteries tested at Don's Auto Service in West Plains off Porter Wagner Boulevard.
This is John Kinslow with Don's Auto Service, where we are more than a tire store.
It's football season, and you can enjoy listening to the football games while you kick back in your brand new recliner from Brown Furniture and Appliance of West Plains. With over 100 in stock, from wall hugger, power, swivel to heat and massage, all with the brands you trust like Ashley, Catnapper, and Lazy Boy. 24 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith, Jim Lambert back here in Lebanon, Missouri at the Yellow Jacket Field. Zizzers on top by a miracle, 28-17. Ball is kicked up in the air. Marchuk catches the 25. He's looking for somewhere to go. No, that's Cole Dixon. Cole Dixon gets up to about the 30-yard line where Zizzers take over, 1st and 10.
That Zizzer 1st and 10 is brought to you by the Zizzer Buggy Path on Porter Wagner. Go do your laundry, do everything except put it away, saving you precious time.
Go by, folks, and see all of our great sponsors, because without our sponsors, it'd be tough to bring you this exciting action. Wow, wow, wow. Zizzers had the Jackets third down and forever. Stopped them. Zizzers decided to take the penalty, and the Jackets come back and score on a long 70-yard touchdown play. Now the offense needs to come out, get something going. You got Lair there in the backfield. They give to him off to the left side. He's hit at the 30, tries to get some more yardage. No yardage on the play. Second down and 10. McReed, the clock keeps on ticking, but 6 minutes is a very long time. You need to get 4 or 5 first downs on this series. Run the clock out.
6 minutes is an eternity in this type of sport nowadays. So you don't see a whole lot of 6-minute drives from high school teams anymore.
360 seconds. Trips formation. Actually, quads formation off to the right. One receiver to the left, that's Ackerson. Brackley, away to snap. Now he sends Lidgard in motion. Lidgard comes back the other way. He's got a pulling guard. He is blocked down in the backfield. Penalty is called. More than likely, it's going to be a hold against the Zizzers. You hear the Jacket fans start to go crazy. Thought at first might be a little bit of face mask. However, referees come out, and they're talking to the Jackets. Coach Chastain says, no. Let's learn from that last series. Don't take it. Third down and a very, very long 15 now for West Plains. Big play. Zizzers tonight have been methodical, moving the ball down the field. One long play, and that was it. We need one here. Brackley, the quarterback, awaits the snap. He's got 3 receivers off to the right, and Lidgard lined up to the left as a slot back. Marchuk is the receiver over here to the right. Clock ticking down the play clock, 10 seconds. Zizzers come back, and they run a reverse, and there's Hanner, and he was 1 man away from breaking it. And instead of a first down, Zizzers now in a 4th down and 1. But you never know with this team, because if you're going to go for it on your own 5-yard line, might come back. Reed's pointing to the field. They've got a whole awful shot. But anyway, 4th and about 3 now. 4th down and 3 for the Zizzers. Zizzers ran a double reverse, trying to get it back. 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Zizzers look like they're going to try to go for it. 13 seconds on the play clock. Need to get lined up and ready to go. 6 seconds. Brackley has his man in a pistol. 2 seconds. They run it. Ball goes up the middle. They're going to be stopped, unfortunately. Jackets will take over there. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Ball is going to be spotted at the 39-yard line of the Zizzers.
And that's rather unfortunate. I thought we were really close to getting that first down, but now's the time for the defense to step up. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, and Lebanon is good at killing the clock.
And the defense tonight has stepped up big on 3 different series. Can they do it again here? Jackets have the ball at the Zizzer 39-yard line. Double tight formation, 2 wings, send a man in motion. Quick pitch, he gets it at the 45, the 40, trying to break outside. What a hit! Brought down to 32, and that was Marchuk playing that free safety position, and he's going to think about that before he runs to that side of the field again.
Yeah, Marchuk, I've said this over and over again, he's one of my favorite players to watch. He's so talented, he can play anywhere on the field, and he does a great job of that free safety position coming over and laying the lumber.
2nd down and 5 now from the Jackets from the Zizzer 33-yard line. Clock, tick, toss. Double tight formation for the Jackets. They're going to give the big fullback off the left side, and he rumbles ahead, and he's going to get the first down all the way down to the 28-yard line.
And that 1st and 10 will be brought to you by S&P Quality Auto Glass on South Highway 63. For repairs or for replacement, they just ask, show us your crack. In the windshield, of course.
Yeah, in the windshield, of course. The Zizzer defense doesn't want to crack here. They want to try to get the turnover from the Jackets. Double tight formation. Man goes in motion. Pitch off to the right side. He breaks out of one tackle, breaks out of another, trying to get in the end zone. Finally tackled all the way down to the 7-yard line. However, there's mustard on the field. We'll see what the referee is going to call. They have run that pitch formation so well tonight. Lebanon puts his hands up in the air. Looks like it's going to be called against the Jackets. Fortunate for us. Oh, my. Yeah. Good job. Block in the back. Block in the back is the call.
That will bring that back.
Keep going.
Spot foul. Yeah, they'll bring them back. Will those be about repeat first down, about 1st and 5?
1st down and 5 now for the Jackets, but I'll take that over being at the 8-yard line any day.
No kidding.
Ball at the 23-yard line. 3:23 left to go here in the game, and the clock is ticking. Pearl Jam playing in the background. Zizzer defense wanting to jam the Jackets. Double tight formation. Eddie Vedder sings in the background. Lebanon plays football on the field. Big handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets maybe 2 yards. Gets maybe 2 yards on the carry. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 4 from the 21-yard line.
No, so far throughout the game, the Zizzers defense has done a great job containing that big fullback. He hasn't been able to bust one free for any significant yardage. What's killing us is those pitches to the outside.
Got to keep those guys contained. 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. What a game it's been for the Zizzers and the Jackets. Now they're going to do that quick pitch out to the right. He goes back inside. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. It's outside, and he is low at the 3-yard line, knocked out of bounds. And that's Marchuk coming out, as Reed would say, lay the lumber. Wow, what a hit, Reed.
That was a massive hit right there. That's going to be 1st and goal for Lebanon. That's brought to you by Don's Auto Service on Porter Wagner. More than just a tire store. Stop and see them for all your auto needs.
Lebanon quarterback gets the play from the sideline. 2:22 left to go here in the game. Jackets trailing 27-28 right now, but they are knocking on the door, and they've got the battering ram out. 2 tight ends, 2 wingbacks, great big fullback in the backfield. Give to him because he's the big man. He rumbles in and scores the touchdown. Jackets are going to go on top. Jackets on top. But the good news, Reed, is got 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for us to flex our offensive muscles a little bit, but we are going to have to score, and hopefully we can. If they're going to go for 2 here, they probably will. If we can hold them here, then all we are is a touchdown away.
Well, the great thing is now their Jackets will go for 2. They're just up by 5. If the defense holds them here, remember this, a touchdown will win the game for the Zizzer. Let's not put the cart in front of the horse, though. Defense has to do it again. Stopping 27. Double tight. Jackets on a roll. Quarterback under center. They're going to give to the big man. No, quarterback wants to throw. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So Jackets go on top, 35-28. We'll be back in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Arvest Bank, scoring touchdowns with great customer service. Being a proud sponsor of the West Plains Zizzers means we care about our community and are here to fulfill the needs of our customers. All of the services of a large bank, but coupled with friendliness and a personal touch to banking, means you can feel right at home at Arvest Bank. People helping people find financial solutions for life. The only bank that you need to know. Arvest Bank. Go Zizzers.
Member FDIC.
Switching to West Plains Bank and Trust Company is easy. I repeat, switching to West Plains Bank and Trust Company is easy. 1. Open a new account at West Plains Bank and Trust Company and stop using your old account. 2. We'll help you make a list of all your direct deposits and automatic payments, then do all the work to get them switched for you. 3. Close your old account. That's it. Don't put it off any longer. You know you've been thinking about it. Make the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company, where every customer leaves a friend. Member FDIC.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Grigsby, Smith, and Lambert back here at Zizzer Stadium. Hey, and the Jackets finally kick one off down the field. Marchuk, though, catches the ball and stops right there. penalty was called against the Jackets, illegal procedure, so that'll move the ball back 5 yard to the 35. And Reed, that's the first time tonight Jackets actually tried to do a regular kick.
Yeah, we tried to stick Lidgard up here on the second level, and hopefully they would catch him sleeping, and I pooch kick it right to him. And they obviously noticed that, and they kicked it deep to Marchuk.
Made a difference. Now Lidgard says, you know what? I'll get back here. We'll put Marchuk up here and see if they notice the difference. Seeley also back there as well. Ball is from the 35-yard line. This kicker does not have a very long leg. Now to see a big return here. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left to go here in the game. Here's the kick. It is up, and it's just a line drive. Caught by Hickson at the 30, 45, gets up to the 48-yard line. Zizzers need to go 52 yards in 2 minutes. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10 is brought to you by West Plains Bank, where every customer leaves a friend in 6 convenient area locations better to serve you.
Great customer service at West Plains Bank. Jacket fans on their feet. Zizzer fans feeling some of the pain. 2 minutes left to go here. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Zizzers need to drive down the field and go 53 yards. Offensive line gets set to go. Jacket defense. Get on your feet. Great crowd. Great atmosphere tonight in Lebanon, Missouri. Marchuk goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw. Gives to Lidgard. Lidgard at the 35. Gets past midfield. Gets about 5 yards on the carry. Good job by Lidgard.
Yeah, good job by you. Just catch that ball because he had black jerseys all over him, and that could have been an absolute disaster and gone back the other way if it wasn't thrown just perfectly by Rackley. But good play. Unfortunately, didn't bust long.
Trips formations for the Zizzers off to the right side. Rackley wants to throw. Sets up Lidgard on the screen. Oh, my goodness. Ball is dropped. He had nothing but green out in front of him. The perfect play call on that one, Reed.
Yeah, good play call, and that's really the first time the screen was set up properly all night, and we missed the ball. But you don't see that happen very often by Lidgard.
Ball at the 50-yard line. 3rd and 7 for the Zizzers. Trips formation off to the right. Rackley in the pistol. They say, right down the middle. He catches a 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown for the Zizzers. The Cardiac kids are just there. Rare scores a touchdown. And look at Rackley. Be the first one to run down the field and say, great catch.
Great play call. Great execution. Getting it to Lair in the open field and him streaking down the center of the field. That's a big guy going down through there, and I like to see a young man score.
What a great play that time. They fake to Lidgard and hit Lair down the field. And you know what? West Plains tonight has been rolling the dice, playing with a small stack, and they're going to do it again here. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion. Go for the win on the road and the tie at home. Whole thing that's worked for a long, very, very long time. Zizzers trading by a point. This play means it all. Trips formation. Lidgard now goes in motion. Connor rolls to his right, looking for a man open. Got a man in the end zone. It is caught. It's caught by the Zizzers. Zizzers go on top. 36-35 with 1.5 minutes left to go. We'll be back here in 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
Hi, it's Shelley with West Plains Roofing to talk to you about Colt's RV and Campers. Colt specializes in roof replacement, roof repairs, and power washing RVs and campers. He can also fix that annoying leak that you may have been putting off so you can always camp in comfort. Call 417-274-4284. That's 417-274-4284 for Colt's RV and Campers. At West Plains Roofing, our family has protected all you work for since 1968. Take the work off your shoulders. Call Colt's RV and Campers today.
To get that trophy buck you're going to be hunting, you need to get deep in the woods. That's where the High Sun Side-by-Side from Outpost Motorsport comes in. The High Sun Side-by-Side comes standard with a top, windshield, and winch, and can get you where the big bucks live to set up and get it out of the woods after the harvest. High Sun is the fastest growing side-by-side brand. See why for yourself at your side-by-side headquarters, Outpost Motorsports, next to the Civic Center in West Plains, and online at outpostmotorsports.com. Financing available with approved credit.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country, KDY.
Crispy and Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Keller gets set to kick off, and a heck of a kick way high. Goes all the way back in the end zone. It's not going to be returned. First down and 10 for the Jackets from their own 20.
And that 1st and 10 is brought to you by Ozark's Medical Center with Dr. Edwin Roeder as the new team physician, COMC, and the orthopedics team.
Reed, you made a good point when we were at break. 99 seconds for this Jacket team. This is not an offense designed to go to go 80 yards in just 99 seconds, but all of their big plays tonight have been when they broke it open. The key here, don't let anybody get behind you.
Nobody get behind you or outside you. Put everything back in and watch the pitch.
Alan Marchuk, no reason to get within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Play that center field and don't let them get behind you, son. Jackets come out. They run the pitch play to the right. Gets about 4 yards on the carry. West Plains on top, 36-35. 1 minute and 24 seconds left to go here in this game. 2nd down and 8 for the Jackets. McGinley, the quarterback, says, you're not going to get past me. Quarterback rolls to his right, throws a very quick pass. We'll take that any day. That even if he catches it incomplete, which stops the clocks for the Jackets. That's a fortunate play for them.
Yeah, this is 2-down territory at this point in the game. They're down, so we got to make 2 huge stops right here, and do not let a big play bust outside or up the middle or around you or behind you or whatever.
No big play. And let them catch that 4 and 5 yard stuff all night long. Don't worry about that. Jackets now at double tight formation. They're going to run the quick pitch. No, they run the counter right up the middle, and it goes nowhere. Gets maybe 2 yards on the carry. Going to be 3rd down now. 3rd down. Clock is stopped because of a timeout taken by the Jackets. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KDY 102.5.
And there's a flag on the play. Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozark's Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the new Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletes for safe play through its season and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you don't have to visit OMC Orthopedics, but if you do, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Lambert, Smith, and Grigsby back here at Jacket Stadium in Lebanon, Missouri, where the Zizzers on top, 36-35. 61 seconds left to go. 4th down for the Jackets. Biggest play of the night for the Zizzer defense, and they've come up with some big plays. They've given some away, too, but when they needed to, they've done what they're supposed to. Jackets underneath the center. They're going to run a pitch. No quarterback wants to throw. Setting up a screen. Caught at the 25-yard line. Tackled by Laird. That's it. Turn it over to the Zizzers. All they're going to have to do now is get in victory formation. Zizzers are going to win a crazy football game, 36-35. However, there is 54 seconds left to go in the game. So don't go away. The fat lady is just warming up, but she has not sung yet, Reed. 1st and 10 for the Zizzers.
That 1st and 10 is brought to you by Seven Hills Shopping Center, where you'll find something for everyone, every time, every day.
Oh, my goodness. Zizzers have played in some exciting ball games this year. Of course, they took the Camden Lakers all the way to overtime. Overtime's not going to happen here tonight. Laclede County has provided some very, very exciting games for the Zizzers. Brackley just going to get in the victory formation, goes down and takes a knee. Lebanon, they will try to take a timeout. They do not. They must be out of timeouts. 44 seconds left to go. Zizzers on top, 36-35. Referee spots the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line. Play clock has not stopped or started yet. Now it does. It's at 20. The game clock's at 29. Zizzers will take one more knee, and that's all they're going to have to do. Clock will run out. So Reed Grigsby, what a game here tonight. Zizzers win 36-35. Folks, I hope you enjoyed that, because that was one of the best games we brought to you in a very, very long time. Reed and I'll be back in 2 minutes on KDY 102.5.
Providing commercial and residential electrical connection, Long Electric in West Plains specializes in repairs as basic as receptacle replacement and ceiling fan installation to advanced installations such as kitchen lighting, panel upgrades, whole home surge protection, and planning stages of construction. Long Electric's customer commitment is call-ahead scheduling, upfront pricing, and 24/7 emergency demands. Long Electric, bringing the power to you at 293-6884. When things go wrong, call Long and look for the man in the white and blue van. This ad is sponsored by attorney Chris Fisher. Chris has practiced law in the local area for over 20 years, assisting clients with real estate, business, and estate planning issues. Chris' new office is located on the second floor of the Ozark Small Business Incubator in the heart of downtown West Plains. Give Chris a call at 417-256-7142. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Hi, it's Shelley from West Plains Roofing. At West Plains Roofing, we specialize in flat and metal roofing systems for residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Whether it's new construction or maintenance, we've got you covered. Don't wait until it's too late. Call West Plains Roofing today at 256-6750. That's 256-6750. We're located in the Harlan Ridge Shopping Center on Preacher Row Boulevard, serving our customers since 1968.
And there's a flag on the play. Dr. Edwin Roeder of Ozarks Medical Center Orthopedics is proud to be the new Zizzer team physician. The team at OMC sends best wishes to all Zizzer athletes for safe play through its season and for exceptional sportsmanship. OMC hopes you don't have to visit OMC Orthopedics, but if you do, Dr. Roeder and the rest of his team are there to help you with your recovery. OMC Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Zizzer Athletics.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Reed Grigsby and Travis Smith back here at Zizzer Stadium. Zizzers win 36-35. Reed, some deities helped us out tonight. That's all there is to it.
Reminds me of it was about 3 years ago. We had that great team, but it was we called them the Cardiac Kids.
Yes.
Every week, I almost seriously was having panic attacks and heart palpitations, and exactly it reminded me of that tonight. We won the game 2 or 3 times tonight. It shouldn't have been as close as what it was, but it is, and thankfully we were able to pull it out in the end.
So the Jackets come up with their first loss of the year, both teams at 4-1 in one of the craziest games I've seen in a very long time. Can't wait to watch the highlight reels tomorrow. We're going to come back in 1 minute and talk to Coach Womack and see how he's doing. 1 minute on KDY 102.5.
You don't have to make the trip to the big city to do your shopping. Just think for a minute. Southern Hills Shopping Center in West Plains has all the choices you need. They have everything you need. Clothing, home decor, jewelry, outdoor gear, flooring. How about sending those care packages, pet supplies, getting ready for a party, and even getting pampered? After all that shopping, have lunch or dinner. Save money, save time, and shop local at Southern Hills Shopping Center, West Plains.
Providing commercial and residential electrical connection, Long Electric in West Plains specializes in repairs as basic as receptacle replacement and ceiling fan installation to advanced installations such as kitchen lighting, panel upgrades, whole home surge protection, and planning stages of construction. Long Electric's customer commitment is call-ahead scheduling, upfront pricing, and 24/7 emergency demands. Long Electric, bringing the power to you at 293-6884. When things go wrong, call Long and look for the man in the white and blue van.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Back here with Coach Womack. We were just talking. We're too old for this. Those young kids roll the dice.
Yeah, they do, and it's tough to go through these. Your heart doesn't hardly take it.
Well, and you made a good point. At Camdenton, you go for it on 4th down, you make it. Everyone says, what a great call, how gutsy. You come up here, though, and people are like, you didn't make it. That's a terrible call. What's he thinking about?
Yeah.
That's part of being a coach and making
coaching and anything. And it don't matter what level you're on. I had a coach that told me many years ago, you're only as good as your last play or last call or last game. And it don't matter how good you were the game before. If you go out and think it up the next game, they think you didn't do a very good job. So, like I said, against Kempton, we felt like we had to go for it a few times and keep the ball out of their hands, and it worked for us. We made every 4th down we tried for there, and until we got to the overtime game, that was our overtime period.
tonight, gosh, what did we go for? 3? We went for 1 early in the game, and it paid off when we scored. Then the one on the 8, I know he came back, but his thinking behind that, I'm just going to tell you, is on the 8, the wind out there was probably 25 miles an hour, so we felt like if we punted, they were going to get the ball in about the 25 or 30 anyway. So they got a chance to get 2 yards there. And probably the only bad thing about that was they did gain a few yards, but they got momentum. Yeah, that's getting that stop, just like we got the stop on the 1, holding them out of the end zone, but we give it right back to him there. And but probably the one I don't know if he regrets that one as much as he does the one when we were 1 up here on the 30. And but hey, the kids came back and didn't panic and I think we threw the ball twice in the second half. And Rack just didn't have. He came over and he said, "I just not feeling them all really well tonight." And of course, we were able to run the ball on them a lot better tonight. But Rack came through with the big throw when we needed it and hit Connor. And we hit him on that play about 3 times 3 years ago up here, and just a short little slant. And we kind of had saved that, hadn't ran it all night long till right then, and it split right down the middle. And so great win for these guys. I'm gonna be honest, we weren't ready to go start the game. We just didn't feel like we had much energy, and we were kind of lethargic, and it showed. Pushing it down the floor or down the field, they just took it and drove it right down our throat and scored. And we were able to kind of rebound and get some touchdowns there, and kind of got back in control of the game. And then turnovers is a big thing here in this game.
Well, and it was, and you made a good point though. After going, the thought process is this, folks: 90% of the people at home were saying, "How in the world can you go for it that deep in your end zone?" And what Coach was saying, Coach Perkins, this wind tonight, you can hear it blow in the microphone. You even get a great punt. The worst they're going to be is at the 30-yard line. So why not take the chance, try to get the first down, and then your defense came up huge with the stop down here.
Right. Well, and you probably see what I'm sure Coach Christensen thinking the same thing. They had to punt that one time. They punted it, and it went. They gained about 6 or 7 yards on it because it was a bad punt, and the punting wasn't really good tonight. And I'll tell you this, Tommy Keller did a good job kicking off tonight. He put it in the end zone. When they have to start on the 20 and drive 80 yards every time, whereas their kicker let us start on about the 40 every time because he couldn't kick it deep. And so that was a big, a few years ago we were in that boat. Everybody was kicking it in the end zone against us, and we couldn't get it to the end zone. And this year it's just the opposite. We got a kicker that's putting it in the end zone, making teams go 80 yards. And we just felt like we were having trouble stopping them, and they were just ramming it down our throat. And so we felt like we had to keep scoring and stay ahead of them. And then, we kind of got lucky a little bit on the 2-point conversion. It's a tip pass, and we were still able to catch it. And, hey, they had the same thing on their 2-point conversion, too. And so it was, we'll take it, though. And when I saw it get tipped, I thought, oh, no. And then all of a sudden I saw the official that was on the opposite side of the field than us. I saw the official's hands go up, and I thought, all right, I think we're in good shape.
Well, that's when you look up to the skies and you see the clouds break, and it's being like in South Bend, Indiana, and look at the touchdown Jesus building. Yeah. Somebody's on your side.
Yeah, they definitely were tonight, and we'll take it. And it still gives us a shot with conference. It's going to help us with our district standings. We got to hope that Lebanon now knocks off Camden next week, and we'd have a 3-way tie for first. So it's out of our control. We lost that a couple of weeks ago, but at least we put ourselves in position to have a chance. What you didn't want to do is lose tonight, and then all of a sudden that would happen next week, and you think, look what could have happened. So,
yeah, life is all about not looking back and just looking forward to. And this is a fun team to watch. Grigsby made a good point. It reminds me of the days when you had Hall back there at quarterback, the comeback kids and stuff. Fun, exciting football game to watch. You guys did a great job, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Travis.
Hey, and we appreciate everybody that watched the game on TV and listened. We'll be back next week for homecoming. We'll be home on KDY 102.5. Thanks to Jim Lambert and Nate Hudson back in there. God bless and Godspeed on the way home, and thanks so much for a great, great Zizzer crowd tonight.